when a woman tell you some shit, bro, niggas have been giving me say, man, you know what? You need to try this diet. Go to the gym and do this. Hey, do this. Man, as soon as a bitch say, hey, you know what? You know you should try that keto shit, because you know what? If your stomach got flat, you'd be boom, boom, boom. A nigga hit that bitch.
Yeah. That's why you lost 16 pounds, huh?
16 pounds, 16 days. If a nigga would have told me, I wouldn't have gave him.
That's how I grew a beard. My last girlfriend told me, you know, baby, you look good with a beard. And I grew that boy.
Because I ain't gonna lie, that nigga looked 57 before the beard. The beard, I said, damn, this bitch got my nigga changing. Before the beard.
All right, man. Welcome back to the It's Better This Way podcast. I am your boy TJ.
And I am EJ.
What's up with you, sir?
Say it out.
What up, what up?
It's good to have you back, bro.
Yes.
You know, like, it's good to have you back.
I just missed 1 week, though.
Nigga.
I just missed 1 week. And people was hitting me up like, yo, you was late, but just never came. I was like, yo, why EJ just didn't tell him that I wasn't coming?
EJ didn't know.
I text you. I said, start the show without me. I'm not going to be able to make it.
No, you said start the show, and then I'll try to get there when I can.
That was the first message. The
And
second
we
message said start.
But we already started, though.
So I said record without me.
And I told them niggas. I told them niggas that. But
everybody was coming at me like I stood you up or some shit.
That's what it felt like. I mean, because you said, you was like, hey, man, you know, I'm going to be late. Then you was like, go ahead and start the show. And I said, yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? We can wait on you.
Yeah, he was going to wait. You're like, fuck that.
Definitely going to wait. But how your day been, bro?
It's been cool, man. Nothing special.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. But, guess gonna get the show started.
Yes, indeed.
We got, man. Yeah, I had to clear my throat for this one. You know, we got, like, cosign winner in the building, 2018 fucking Don't Take It Personal podcast.
Hey.
In the building like the ceiling. What's up, guys?
We got both of them though.
Yeah. I had to let listeners, I had to let them know ahead of time. This is such a rare occasion. Whenever we get invited to do podcasts, it's usually one or the other. It's only been one time that's been both of us together, so obviously we fuck with y'all. Kaz hadn't met y'all yet, but I vouched for y'all. I was like, these are good brothers.
He vouched for him.
They got a good show. I think we should do this. Definitely. You know, appreciate y'all for inviting us on.
Thank you.
Man, I appreciate y'all niggas for coming. Two of y'all niggas.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, man,
it's ain't never happen again.
We got a show together but never seen together. What type of shit is this?
It's wild because we get told all the time, like, yo, y'all niggas need to at least take pictures together. Because we spend time with each other all the time, but it's just like, we don't really give a fuck about social media like that.
I take a picture with Jay Will. I put an emoji over that nigga face, like he a side bitch.
But like, what it look like? You know, you taking selfies with your boy. You know what I'm saying?
That's just wild. Or just random. It's just weird. Be like, hey yo, take a picture of me and my homeboy real quick. Like that's just.
This is an instant video. Me and Jay Will together.
Like,
bro. We so organic when we kick it. Like even the way our show came together, we so organic. It's like we don't even think about that. And we kind of hang. I let him cover all the business. Yeah. And I just go out to eat and kick it with chicks.
Damn, he made my life sound boring as hell.
No. But the business. The business entails also kicking it with chicks.
Yeah, of course. Let it be known, nigga. Shit,
can we get that type of business?
Shit.
Hey man, look, you know. There's levels to this.
Hey, that nigga ain't lying. Let's go ahead and start the show right quick. Let's go ahead and get it.
But again, I want to say thank you guys for inviting us on.
Nah, for real, thank you.
Much appreciated, bro.
Thank you guys for coming, man.
There's much love over here, fellas.
Already. Now, we do want to get these shout-outs off real quick, man. Everybody showed love to the last episode, last two episodes.
Who we got shouting out, man?
We got C. Wells on here. Shout out to him. Shout out to Hank from the OLF podcast, man. We also want to give a shout-out to Megan. She sent me an email about the Uno debate real quick. Let me ask you guys real quick. I'm getting to the rest of these shout outs. When you playing Uno, right?
Oh Lord.
This is serious for me. Like
it really is. Uno can ruin a relationship.
Hey, facts, because I judge friendships off of this. All right, so if it's a blue 6 on the table, right?
Oh Lord.
Okay.
It's a blue 6. You don't have a blue 6 in your hand, but you have a draw 4. are you gonna play that draw 4, or you gonna go to the deck and pull until you get a blue 6 or blue or 6?
I would play the draw 4.
Me too.
My dog. See, that's why I fuck with
Yeah,
y'all, man.
yeah.
Any other way is cheating, man.
But
See
it don't make sense though. I mean, because like it really can go either way. Because like I get niggas that say that, man, I'm gonna sit on this draw 4, draw 6. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit on that and I'm gonna go ahead and take my chances with the card because I can keep a nigga in the game. Like if he about to win, oop.
See, here's the thing.
Bam.
I think here's what I think it is. No shot to Josh, but black people, man, we live as if we don't have much time.
Shit, we don't. God damn it.
we may be like, yo, I can wait, but the nigga might get me if I wait. So I'm gonna do this right now. That's why we not good at saving money. That's why we not good.
What if you connecting the dots for real, bro?
I am, bro.
Bro,
we not good at none of that because we don't. A lot of us don't think we gonna make it past 25, bro. Like,
so we gotta play these draw 4s when we got
You
them.
forget these draw 4s.
so why save money, nigga? I'm getting these Jordans today, nigga. I might not
Damn.
be here tomorrow.
All I'm saying is, bro, you can have a draw 4, and then you be like, man, I'm gonna pull this card, nigga. Another draw 4. Now you killing the motherfucking game, or you got a wild card.
Hey,
I feel like that's a strategic thing to do, but I'm playing the fuck out.
Yeah,
nah.
nah.
I'm playing that hoe.
I'm be real with
playing
you.
that hoe.
Like I'm too paranoid for strategy.
My nigga, bro, for real. Yo, I ain't got time for no strategy,
I'm
man.
too paranoid
This
for
nigga got a
strategy.
trying to
kamikaze
get you
ass
outta here.
Uno game.
Yeah, I do. No. When I play Connect Four, I'm the way.
Hey.
I'm the same way. It's like either
No.
I'm gonna win or neither of us are gonna win.
Nah, fuck
but
that,
you
nigga.
not winning.
Nigga, I got beaten Connect 4 for the first time literally 2 weeks ago in my life.
Fam,
I've never won a connect.
I've been playing motherfuckers in Connect 4 on Apple. You know, if you got Android, I'm fucking sorry. That's probably why we ain't playing. But nigga, I kick ass in Connect 4, bro, because I count what you gonna fucking do. It's real easy to do.
It's very easy to do.
It's very easy to do. And niggas can't win, bro.
But see, what's messed up with me is I always
I'm sending it to you tomorrow, D-Rick.
the last time I played Connect 4, it was with this very beautiful woman, and I kept getting distracted. So that's why I kept losing.
Oh, that's a good way to lose.
Was she shaking ass in front of you? or
Nah,
something?
it's just she's bad, bro. I just
She
kept
that
looking-
fine.
Yeah.
So it's the picture up there while y'all playing Connect 4.
Nah, it's just her. I'm looking at her like, yo, I'm making eyes and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all not on the phone. I'm sorry. I gotta get
Nah,
I gotta get this digital shit out of my head,
Here's
bro.
the thing with me,
that shit fucking
Here's the thing.
nigga up.
I'm only 28 years old, but I act like I'm an old man because I hate technology. I hate social media.
Right.
Like I like person-to-person interactions. I don't really, you know.
But shout out to Megan for letting us know you a cheater at Uno. Remind me to never play with you. We also want to give a shout out to Shannon. Shout out to the T-Pop podcast. They had us on as well. Bree Dazelle, Ms. Allure, Get the Money podcast.
All right.
Already.
Y'all moving out here.
Yes, indeed. Charles Wood, shout out. And also shout out to B. Jovan.
I'm sorry, bro. I think I took a sip of the wrong cup. That was straight out.
So you did
they
yourself
wouldn't
like you
mix.
did me.
Bro, I'm already like I was smiling, niggas drinking. I'm like, how the fuck this bitch tastes funny?
Hey man,
Damn.
EJ over here gave me a full cup of liquor a minute ago. Now I'm not hating because you know me, I like to take it to the head. But I felt like he was trying to get some good answers out of me today.
Dog.
Hey, that's all
the
it's about.
bartender, bro.
That's all
The
it's
bartender for
The
real.
liquor
for real.
do it too. That nigga Jay Will finna be talking.
Oh yeah, no. Here's a secret to anybody because I've said this to everybody that's had me as a guest. If you want to get me to divulge some shit, I probably shouldn't divulge you looking me up.
Hey, you know, shout out to Cash, bro. You know what I'm saying? This nigga on that keto shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Man.
So he can't be drinking tonight.
This
That
nigga
shit
lost.
gay as hell,
This
man.
nigga
I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, but real
Watch
talk.
my figure, y'all.
You say that, but you lost 16 pounds in 16 days,
16 pounds,
bro.
16 days.
Salute,
That's
sir.
like, nah, man. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
he
trying to
putting in
get
work.
that. He ain't gave me the meal plan yet. He holding out.
Nah,
Salute.
I gotta wait till I get 60 first, nigga. We can't both shine out here at the same time, nigga. I'm gonna send this nigga the wrong meal plan. That nigga fat as fuck. I'm finna shine on this show,
Nigga
nigga.
say, why I'm gaining on the keto? They got you eating chips and
I'm
shit.
that nigga the Ito died, nigga.
I want a Cheeto die like
Oh my god.
Josh, what's up, sir? You don't got no mic today, my man. Go ahead and speak to this one real quick. Say hello to the people because people love to hear your voice.
They really do.
I'm on my way. Just start recording.
Head ass.
Hey, shout out to Josh. Not only because he has the same name as me, because he gave me food before. Because I got here before everybody. He gave me a plate of food, man. So shout out to Josh also.
Josh is very
real.
hospitable, man.
He really
Very
is,
much so.
bro.
Shout out to the homie dude Derek. Also, like I said, Get the Money podcast as well as Sarah. I like to shout out everybody that's in the building.
That's
I like to
a
get
good
the
thing
energy
to do.
flowing. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good thing. You know, like make niggas like laugh at us when we ain't funny.
Yeah, you know, kind of need that laugh track in the back.
Ooh, that's a cheat code, bro.
That's a cheat code
It is,
for real, man.
Like if I would invite somebody here, I'd be like, hey, just laugh at a nigga shit. Might not be funny. Just laugh though.
Damn, bro.
It's an encouragement though. On the cool. All right, but say I got a quick question, man. This morning on my way to work, bro, I thought this was pretty funny, bro. And we all, live in Dallas. Everybody know what the fish look like on the back of the cars, like with the bumper stickers, right? And they got the IBTWP logo back there, right?
Yeah.
Bro, can those people like flip the bird going down 35?
So
Because I saw this shit.
We
today.
talking about Christians, right?
Hey,
That's what we doing.
Hey, brother.
one thing about it, man.
No, that was hilarious. Somebody with the IBTWP stickers flipped the bird at somebody else.
I'm be
That was
real with
hilarious.
you. My dad. Oh, go ahead.
Jesus did create the middle finger. He created that motherfucker. So I mean, I'm assuming that he okay with us using it.
I'm be real with you. My dad's a preacher, so I've seen all sides of this shit.
Oh, you seen it?
I've seen everything. Christians will flip the bird on you, brother.
Bruh.
Christians will
like
pray for you and
everybody
cuss you out in the
Yeah.
same breath, brother.
I actually think a Christian might flip you out before anybody else. Them motherfuckers might flip you out.
Why is that though? Like,
Say,
why you think that is?
they
Christian
conflicted.
niggas raw, man. Christian be raw as hell.
This my type of nigga right
cuss
here,
your
man.
ass out and then say, God bless you, nigga.
Say, man.
It's like I was watching a Steve Harvey special years ago, and he was talking about like Christians, and he was just like trying to be close to God, trying not to go back to his old ways. He was like, I will fuck you up. He's like, you know how you cuss a nigga out, but then you give him a Bible verse after. He's like, I'll fuck you up. Jesus wept.
Hey, I fuck with that though. That's why I fuck with that saying that T.I. got, bro. What's that saying? He said it on Breakfast Club. He said, I knock you out, kiss your girl,
And go lead a march.
and then go lead a march on Sunday or
Yeah,
something like that. Like
yeah.
I fuck with that slow.
Nah, man,
T.I.
like-
so wild, he actually did all them hoes in the same hour. Like, that's what's fucked up about T.I. Them hoes all happened back to back.
Life is about balance, brother. You can't,
It really is, though.
You lean too far in one direction, you might fuck around and just like mess your
true.
whole shit up.
No, for real, man. All right, let's go ahead and get the show moved. Oh shit.
All right. So
What you got, E?
nah, I mean, I'm just gonna like y'all. All right. So I know y'all niggas listening don't know, but we pretty much had like damn near a whole podcast
Hell, yeah.
before we started the motherfucking show. So
That's
we,
usually how it goes with us.
I mean,
Facts.
yeah, that's. I mean, I feel like I want to say it's like with anybody who has a podcast. I mean, but especially us. So we was talking about Crit album, how much that hoe was trash, and we talked about you not being a Wale fan, right?
Oh yeah, Wale trash as fuck.
I'm not all the way there.
But you like the Wale album,
I liked it.
yeah. I only listened to a few songs off of there, and
It was cool.
In his defense, I haven't heard this latest album because I done gave the nigga too many chances. I'm tired of the Nigerian flow, man. I can't. I'm sick of that shit.
What's Nigerian?
It's that same shit, man.
man.
And that nigga fake deep too.
Now that I give you that
That
one.
nigga think
That's
he
for
deeper than
sure.
he is.
I
man.
definitely give you that one. I didn't.
fake deep.
I didn't really like
Yes.
that album. What was the one we had Jerry Seinfeld
It was
on?
Shine.
album about
White
nothing.
Oh,
Album
album
about
about
nothing.
nothing.
Shine was horrible.
This is an album about nothing.
Yeah.
Because he was fake deep on that one for me.
Oh,
I'm be real with
stay
you.
fake
Like
deep.
Wale, man. Here's like it's funny because most new age rappers have been shit on most of their life, and now they're in a position of power, like Drake. It's interesting because Wale, if you let Wale tell it, he was popular growing up, everybody liked him, and now it's the reverse.
Right.
And he just don't know how to deal with that shit. He don't know how to deal with people not liking him because he grew up people loving him all his whole life.
I doubt it.
I mean, I'm going by what he said.
Didn't he play football or some shit?
Yeah, he did all
He
of that
did,
shit.
but I seen that nigga.
But I'm be
yearbook
real with
picture.
you, man. Like,
Like you're not fooling anybody, buddy.
it's just weird, man. Like for me, it's hard when I watch Wale. So frustrated because to me, he's exactly where he should be, but in his mind, he should be higher. So he'll be beefing like, man, I did this and y'all said and y'all didn't do nothing, but Drake or Kendrick does it, and he goes, yeah, because those niggas are better.
That's crazy, bro. Like, cause you say that, and I remember an interview, and Cole pretty much said the same shit when he came out. Which record was that? When he talked about Wale.
Was it False Prophets?
False
Yeah,
Prophet.
Yeah, it's False
that's what it
Prophets.
was.
Yeah.
So and then he did it, and like Wale, he did his recording, and then like he said,
Are you
like,
doing Sage in here, Josh?
it's Palo Santo.
Oh, okay. I don't even. Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
some whole other shit. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. That just
No.
threw me off.
You just inhale that shit. You
All
know
right,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
go ahead.
You know,
My bad.
it's all good.
Good
But
for the vibes.
But after Wale had dropped his track, after that, you know, he said
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day. Of course, these niggas gonna know what it's called.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man. one thing.
Of course.
One thing. I don't pride myself on a lot of shit. I pride myself on research though. So.
But
That's
you
what's
know,
up.
you knew the name of Wale record, man. That don't count.
I'm sorry, man. Go ahead, bro.
But no, like Cole pretty much said the same shit. Like, nigga, you at the perfect point of where you should be right now.
Yeah, but he wants
know?
to be where Drake is at. He wants to be where Kendrick is at. He wants to be where Cole is at. And like that's a rarefied air. Only them niggas are there. No one else.
But I can understand coming from a person point of view if like, nigga, I really should be there. If you know you have a craft as good enough for your shit to be exactly where them niggas are at.
I don't think he is. I don't think he's that talented
He's
though.
delusional. This is the same dude who said him being brown skinned in hip hop was holding him back.
Shit,
He said
Charlamagne
that.
said the same shit in radio. That's
But-
why he bleached his skin.
but here's the thing.
Radio, I would say that radio.
Kendrick is dark. Was damn near as dark as that nigga, and look at where he at. I want to hear that shit.
Majority of our top 10 is dark skinned niggas. I would actually say being light skinned in hip hop is actually to your detriment.
Yeah, because it's an aggressive
Because we
culture.
automatically will assume.
Because
you
niggas
soft.
don't want to give LL his props. LL is one of the greatest MCs of all time.
Yeah.
But one of
true.
the greatest MCs of all time. To me, he's top 10.
It's true.
One of my favorite songs is
You gonna name a girl record? I guarantee
no.
what.
what is it? Bad?
They call me Big Elliot.
No.
DJ
Yeah,
shit.
that's not it. That's not the one. Stop it. And literally,
You trying to be funny?
literally nobody calls that nigga Big Nobody.
Nobody.
Can you imagine walking into the room? That's my nigga Big Ellie right there, man. That never
Yo, where did
happened.
that shit come from, bro? Was that
He was,
the
he was
LL?
feeling himself. He was
In
feeling
his
himself.
mind, that shit was cool as fuck. Like, you know when your uncle rap, he gonna say some shit that's cool to him,
They
like,
call me Big Melvin.
she fine as wine in the summertime. Like, that shit fire to old niggas. Like, that shit not that clean.
Big
no.
Melvin.
They call me Big Melly. Big Silly. That's the
oh my
part that
God.
got me.
That tripped
Big
me out.
Ellie,
But
Big
nah,
Silly.
like because of that, because of the girl records, people sleep on LL. LL is one of the nicest MCs to ever touch a
This is
microphone.
true.
But
Like
it's because-
lyrically? Like what do you mean?
Yeah. Listen
Lyrically?
to 4, 3, 2, 1 and then come back and talk to me.
All right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
get LL a try. I definitely give
Listen
him
And
a
I
try.
ain't gonna lie, he dominated the 80s and the early 90s.
Definitely.
And everybody he battled, he won against.
And he
Unlike Lil Wayne.
how many people are able to reinvent themselves that many times? He
Right.
had 4 career resurrections.
And that nigga
4.
97 and still look 12. That's gotta count.
And
for
he was the
something.
first rap superstar, and the greatest record label in hip hop history was built because of him.
See, that's why I fuck with you. Don't take it personal, man. Because my hip hop knowledge probably goes from circa 95 to now.
But see, it's,
Which is not a bad. That's not a bad
and
starting.
barely now. And barely now.
But that's not a bad starting point because if we keep it all the way 1,000,
Let's be
as
all the way real.
as I do know a lot of 80s niggas, the 80s is hyped up by 80s niggas.
oh for sure.
Because there's a lot
Most
of trash
There's
too.
a lot of
like
trash in the 80s.
Busy
Yeah,
Bee
yeah,
Starsky,
yeah.
God.
There's only 2 niggas worth mentioning from the 80s. That's LL. Well,
Rakim.
three. LL Cool J, Rakim,
Rakim, Kane.
and I was gonna say Slick Rick
Oh yeah, Slick.
because Kane.
Slick Rick was hard.
We can't
Yeah.
even name a Kane album that's worth listening to. But Slick Rick had the Great Adventures of Slick Rick.
But Kane fucked Madonna and Naomi Campbell.
I feel you on that. There you
It's
go.
at the end of the
That counts
day.
for something?
That shit
No,
got
that
to
counts for
That's literally for the
everything.
culture.
So Run
Yes,
that's
DMC
for the
came
culture.
out what? They came out in the 70s?
No, they came out in
came
the
out in the
80s. 80.
All right, so y'all ain't fucking with Run DM?
They Godfathers, but it realistically was Run DMC cold though. Like,
Let's
could
be
you
real.
listen to a Run
Now
DMC
they were
record?
trendsetters. They were rap superstars. They were before LL. They were like rap superstars. They were rap superheroes. But if you gonna tell me you gonna put a Run DMC record on before you put on an Outkast record, stop it.
No.
Stop it.
But there are legitimate LL records.
But I will put
you
on that
would-
Let's Get Married remix though.
I don't know why you put that on.
Bro, I hated that shit, dude.
You take that hoe off.
Not to mention I wasn't the biggest Jagged Edge fan, bro.
Me
But when they
either.
did that shit, I'm like,
Y'all niggas
sub.
are bugging.
Yo,
Nah,
so
nah.
EJ,
First of all,
yeah.
your 2 lead singers are
Bruh.
twins. You got 2 niggas who sound exactly alike singing the lead. That's stupid as hell. That shit's very stupid.
Now I'm not.
gonna
Now when
lie.
it comes to '90s R&B groups, I'm not gonna fight for Jagged Edge. I'm Drew Hill all day.
Yeah,
Drew Hill,
Drew Hill
definitely.
beast.
But
Definitely.
hold on, aren't you the same dude that put H-Town Over
Jodeci.
everybody?
All right, I put H-Town over Jodeci.
Wait, whoa.
Voice wise, I feel like they had the better voices.
Okay. I'm about to say like, what the fuck?
Because their run
Voice wise, I can give you that.
their run was definitely shorter than Jodeci's.
But
Way shorter.
But
You
are we
know
gonna
what I'm
talk
saying?
about how Blackstreet, Another Level, is the greatest R&B album to ever be made?
That shit's incredible. If you need a fix, don't go.
Paradise,
It's too much. Money can't buy me
No
love.
Diggity.
Do I need to listen to this? This nigga hate No Diggity. Don't you hate No
I
Diggity?
hate No Diggity. I
Yeah.
hate that fucking song, bro.
How old are you?
Nigga.
Bro, I'm 33.
Oh,
I
shit.
grew
You
up
hate No
with that
Diggity?
shit. I hate that song.
He
bro.
hates Dre verse
Bro,
on there,
I
right?
hate the part they come on and we get down.
What?
Get up.
Nigga, that is
Bruh, that shit is so annoying,
That
bro.
shit is designed.
song.
When
Oh,
we 50, we gonna feel that shit in our soul, nigga. That's brown sandal barbecue music, nigga. Every black nigga
That's
is
that
50
Lenny
when they-
Suit shit.
Hey, listeners, I don't really know it, which I used to, but we going all over the world today.
Clearly, bro. We just gonna let it
Because
run.
we started at a whole other point and ended up
Yeah.
with, I don't even know how we got here.
That's how it's supposed to be.
We started talking about
Hey.
Outback.
Nah, nigga, hey, it's better this way, ain't it?
Niggas
It's
out
supposed
about
to be.
definitely love.
I
Get
didn't-
down, good love.
Dog.
That's what
Hey, hold on. Can't that be a church song?
That
though?
could definitely be a gospel flip. Kanye finna get that hoe.
Hey, hey,
get that nigga.
everybody bow your head. Get down, good Lord. And it got
Devil-
Lord in there.
Say,
Nigga.
devil
Yeah.
working all over town.
I ain't heard of that.
No, got me
That's the
walking.
same song. That's
Yeah,
just
Yeah,
the
but
next
if
line.
you change it to devil working
Oh,
all over
Lord.
town,
We not gonna
It's a
endorse
Christian
Kanye
song,
making gospel
yeah.
music, brother. We
Bro,
not gonna do that.
But you know what? Niggas been doing that, bro. And Kanye get all the credit for that. You remember flipping the songs in
well,
church,
Kanye got credit for a lot of shit he didn't actually do.
bro?
But
Like
it's,
what? What else?
come on, bruh. The sound he created with 808s and Heartbreaks came from Cudi. The sound he created with Yeezus came from
Cudi.
Travis Scott.
that is true.
The sound he's creating right now came from Chance the Rapper.
That's true.
Like, if you look at it, Life of Pablo, there's 3 or 4 records that Chance arranged for Kanye that he stole for his album.
The nigga also made getting fat and wearing sweats everywhere cool, and niggas been doing that. I started that,
Hey,
nigga.
nigga, I was right behind you,
kidding me?
nigga.
I
But
want my
right
credit.
behind you.
But every album you can tell who's around him. Like when you listen to College Dropout,
Yeah.
obviously Consequence and
Consequence.
GLC
Ron
and really
Fest.
and
Ron
really
Fest.
Doe and Ron Fest are in the room. When you get to Late Registration, you can tell Common's in the room. When you get to Graduation, you can tell Big Sean is in the room. When you get to
Really, hold on. So, cause graduation is like probably
2007.
Like, yeah, I know the year. I appreciate
Oh,
that.
oh, my bad.
Godfather.
My bad.
Got
My bad.
that nigga the Godfather.
That nigga said December 8th, buddy.
But
I got you.
I only said that because a lot of people don't know Big Sean was signed in 2007.
He was. So like, what songs like remind can you can definitely point out like a Big Sean like that's right
Everything I am for,
For
sure. You
sure.
can see the influence of a Big
I would
Sean.
say The Glory also.
So what about Good Morning though?
Good morning. I'm gonna be real, and this isn't, and nothing. What I'm saying is to discredit Kanye. To me, he's my number 2, as far as my favorite MCs of all time.
That sounds discrediting.
Number 2.
Because Jay's number 1 always. Always Jay is number 1. But
Jay is number 1 even to Kanye.
yeah. But like if we're being honest about Kanye, we gotta be real and the only reason I don't discredit Kanye for this because every great producer has done it. Dr. Dre did it.
Absolutely.
Timbaland did it. Everybody, I think the only person that didn't do it is Pharrell.
You know what's strange though? He's the first nigga to have like all great producers put 50 niggas in a room to make one record.
Oh
right?
yeah, for sure.
None
Quincy
of those
Jones,
other niggas.
Quincy Jones did that shit.
None of those
Yeah.
other niggas got credit though for being MCs. Like Kanye's fans actually consider him
An
like
MC,
a rapper.
Yeah.
I think Drake is doing that shit right now.
Oh no, he got the sweatshop going.
He definitely got a switch
Yeah.
out.
But here's the thing: it's all about perception.
Right,
People
right.
got to realize that no matter what you do, it's all about how you flip it. Drake has been able to flip his career better than damn near anybody.
I feel like anybody because like Drake, even if you give Drake something, he's gonna turn it into who the fuck he is, or like or what it's supposed, what he think it's supposed to be to make motherfuckers listen to it.
And he's gonna do some cold shit that niggas don't even know about. He gonna go out of his way to make sure he owns the record.
And we've actually seen
Like facts.
he's
Like that Chris Brown
actually-
record. He took over that shit.
Oh
He
no,
did.
but what I mean by own is he'll like, for example, he jumped on the Black Boy JB record, right? And then signed him. You know why he signed him? So he could own the record.
I ain't know he signed him. Damn.
Yeah, he signed the OVO, but exactly, you didn't even know. Same thing with the nigga who did Tuesday, McConan.
Yeah, I remember
He
that.
signed. He jumped on the remix, signed McConan, so he owns Tuesday now.
That's how Everlast keeps making money.
Exactly. All
crazy.
these niggas do it. All these people do
I ain't
it.
gonna lie, them niggas super sorry though. So
Yeah, they
he
are.
got to get something out the deal.
Yeah,
Like McConan, like that nigga is a hairdresser, bro.
Man,
Like
I never understood. I never understood why Tuesday was a thing. I never understood.
that hoe went
Bruh,
hard though.
No, to me it did not. I ain't gonna lie
hated
to
that
you.
Tuesday
song.
did not go hard.
No,
Not to me.
You know what though? It's the guilty.
Go hard in the trash.
Because I can't talk shit because I listened to Fetty Wap at one point. So
Hey,
but-
Fetty Wap definitely
That's exactly
went
what-
hard, bro. He had his nice what was that 2014 era maybe?
Yeah,
I'm
it was
gonna tell you something
2014.
crazy. As a Fetty Wap, as one of the few Fetty Wap fans in the fucking world,
You
right
call yourself
now,
a Fetty Wap fan?
nigga? I wore Fetty Wap shit out.
There's
nigga.
only one record that.
Unfortunately,
I
like
want
this
you
is
to be
disgusting.
mine.
I was
I'm
gonna say
burning my
nigga,
soul
that's
in you
exactly
niggas.
what I was about to
That's
say.
my shit.
Nigga, I can
Listen,
I'll be singing that motherfucker in the car like every
Yes.
fucking from highs, lows.
Have you listened
nigga.
to that shit recently? Nigga, I did. I had a Fetty Wap day, nigga. Cause nigga, I was going to go kick it with a chick, and when that nigga say, you know, and you Jimmy Choos with your cute ass, and put me in the mood.
Jesus.
So I'm listening
Like
to
let
the
me
shit.
let me go buy this bitch some sketches. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I
Like,
can't get the choose.
Yeah, you-
I can't get the
you
Jimmy.
can't get the
I
choose.
can get the choose. I can get the chew. We can't get the Jimmys.
Okay.
But she can get the Jimmy, and it can get chewed, but I can't get her no Jimmy Choos.
Oh my
so
God.
hey, you know, I was thinking about you today, you know what I'm saying? So I went on and got you something. I'm like, oh, this nigga got me some Jimmys. Nah, bitch, some shoes. Got you some sketches.
You know they closed Payless. I went to the flash sale. Got you 30 pairs for $10.
Jesus.
Nigga, I went to a Payless flash sale and never bought the register, nigga. Like, they were selling everything. I went with a chick to the sale. I was like, shit, we might buy the register. I don't know what we need it for.
I feel bad. We've like completely derailed every which way.
No,
Going
no.
on this one.
We don't even have an agenda when we come in here.
Oh, bet. So you like,
beautiful.
so y'all like
we good.
us. We
Every
just-
single day.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that. They be like, oh, go ahead and send me the topics and shit. Bitch, I don't
Ain't
know.
no time.
Notice I didn't ask you for that shit. Because for us, we literally turn the mics on, start talking. That's literally our show.
We might
I
have
love
some
that
things that we might point out when
Plot
things slow
point.
down.
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
it slow down, then we
Yeah.
say, okay, we'll pull this rabbit out the hat real quick. But
But
as
for
we,
the most part, we just turn the mics on and start talking. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
man.
And so it's like, I just wanted to make sure I didn't know if y'all had an
Nah,
agenda.
y'all good, man.
Because we were shitting all over the agenda if there
Nah.
was one.
The fact that we talk about Fetty Wap lets niggas know. Now we go into talking about Monty from
Jesus.
Hey, nigga. Hey,
Yeah.
if you said that shit, Cash, bro, I'm like, hey,
It's time to
Nah,
move on.
I
Yeah,
never
let's-
listened to Monty in my defense.
We'll move on.
but
on.
time. He had a song called "Time" on that album.
You
Fetty Wap.
actually reaching, bro. Like
That shit was hard
No,
though.
Fetty Wap had records.
That shit was hard. Like Fetty Wap's album was just full of like singles.
Yes, it was.
But
all,
in this day and age, I think that's appropriate. Nobody gives a fuck about albums now.
So speaking of this day and age, what's the best era of hip hop for you guys?
best era.
I'm gonna let Kaz go first.
If we talking about, I would say from like, damn. If I had to say a decade, which is cheating, because niggas want to say the 90s total, I'd like to say like 95 to 2005.
So that was flashy suits,
I love all
Hey,
the
we know
jiggy-
we are
fish eye lenses.
we are bad boy niggas.
all
bro.
the
Oh,
jiggy
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yup.
One of the greatest moments of my life is going to that Bad Boy reunion tour, baby.
Mm.
And I was in that motherfucker, you know, jiggity the bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Because you know what I actually dislike about hip hop currently is that you don't have to be fly to be dope. I don't like that aspect of
Facts.
hip hop.
Mm.
Like if you looked at like the top three, if you looked at like Kendrick Lamar is not a fly dude. J. Cole is definitely not a fly
Definitely
dude.
not
This
a
nigga gonna
fly
do a
dude.
whole concert at Madison Square Garden in basketball shorts.
What's crazy
Nigga, what?
is Drake is the flyest of them and he's not a fly dude.
At all.
So how do y'all feel about the nigga about Cole saying that he's done with Futures forever?
He's lying.
I don't give a shit.
That's part of it.
That's
too.
like the real truth. Like I don't wake up thinking about Cole features. Like
So-
for Cole fans,
that was me on my birthday.
Oh, look at you, bro.
that
I was in the
nigga's
shiny suit for my
suit.
birthday.
The shiny suits,
He's in a full
fish eye.
shiny
You gotta get the fish eye lens
Bro,
on that
in that
picture,
nigga, bro, that nigga had the pose like that's not even a nigga pose though. He created that shit.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
look like Mace on there.
So anybody who remembers, there used to be these all blank everything parties around here. One of the guys throwing it. I'm not gonna mention the other guy because he gets in some trouble. But one of the guys throwing
Get
it.
that nigga the fuck out of here.
One of the guys throwing the parties was one of my closest friends. Well, I known him since I moved here, and I told him, "Hey, it's my birthday. You know I'm a bad boy nigga." And so he made on my birthday. He made all blank everything, all bad boy everything. So it was all Mace, Diddy, Total, Faith Evans, Biggie, Loon, all of that. And I was in that mug hot in the motherfucker. I damn near died from dehydration, but it was worth it.
That's how you know we bad boy niggas too, because we listen to all them niggas.
All of them.
Speaking of bad boy, man, I got a question. I was watching this video. It's funny y'all bring it up. I was watching it on, bro, I'm a YouTube, like, I stay on YouTube. I don't even need cable, bro.
I'm the same
I just
way.
give me YouTube and the watch later thing, and I just add them to my feed. But I was watching this dude talking about how Biggie was trying to get off of Bad Boy.
Yeah, he was.
Before he died. Y'all believe that?
Yeah, because he had a label called Brooklyn Mint. He was about to get out of there, start his own label. And
Word?
and
I didn't know that part, though.
And he was going to sign Diddy as his first artist.
So like, was y'all niggas like y'all like had ancestors in the game before? like how these niggas like know shit like
Okay,
that,
so
bro?
well, first of all, because I didn't answer y'all's last question, so let me start with that. 90s is the best era in hip hop. Just because you get so many different styles, so many different artists, so much originality.
Niggas was superheroes.
Niggas were trying to be better than other people. So to me, the 90s is the best.
I say 95 to 2. I don't even want to say 2005.
I don't even. Here's why I
so
don't.
I split it in the middle.
Here's why I don't start at 95, because if you start at 95, you skip over Midnight Marauders, you skip over Wu-Tang's first album, you skip over 93 Till Infinity. You skip over Passing Me By the Far Side. You skip over De La Soul.
Hey,
I can't skip over
I'm gonna
that.
tell you what's crazy about it though. That's why I picked 95 to 2005.
Because
That's real.
Everybody
said, "Fuck them
you
niggas."
name except for Far Side had an impact on me.
And
every single
I'm
one.
gonna tell you why I picked 95. I don't remember none of that shit.
Man, for
You
me,
know what I'm saying?
Like
me-
I remember them, but like let's say like 93 Till Infinity. Like I love that record. That's
to me,
a
one of the
classic
greatest
record to me.
rap records of all time.
Definitely bum as fuck.
Well, let me-
but I gotta have that 2001 because I gotta have the blueprint. I
Right,
gotta as
right.
much as I don't fuck with Kanye, fuck Ye for life. The beginning of Kanye was interesting as fuck to watch. Like I love.
But
it.
I just wanted to answer that question because I never answered it. But second, for me, when I was a kid, not to get too like sob story.
Niggas finna start crying.
I know, but I got picked on a lot. You know what I'm saying? I was picked on. I was treated like shit. And one of the biggest things that people made me feel is if I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. And I hated that feeling more than anything in the world. So when I got older, I made it a point to make sure I knew everything more than anybody. So you couldn't tell me shit. You couldn't tell me anything. I already knew it. Before you could even say anything, I already know.
I get that. Like honestly,
That's dope.
You know.
So for me, it's just and I'm a master. Me and Kaz, but one thing we connect on, we're master researchers. So if there's something we love,
Right.
we learn everything about it.
And I'm glad you said that because and we can move on after this. But I was wondering, like, how did you guys get that plethora of knowledge when it comes to hip hop? Because I'm a Dallas boy.
Yeah.
Pleasant Grove a little time, Oak Cliff most of my time,
Oak Cliff,
most of
all
my
that.
life. You know what I'm saying? But we grew up on DSR.
I'm finna say, like, it's like
Swisher House.
Like,
You know
it
what I'm saying?
wasn't-
And then even before that, like it was drama. It was Miracle. It was Pastor Troy.
I'm finna say
Yeah.
It
Pastor
was
Troy.
Hot Boys.
Like,
It was
I grew up on Pastor
504
Troy.
Boys.
So Kaz is way
Pastor
more of
Troy.
a hood nigga than me. So I'm gonna let Kaz start that one off.
For me, I kind of early on I rejected a lot of the local shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like DSR when that was happening, it was everywhere I was going, but it was missing me. Like I
So
wasn't
you
taking
did
it
not.
home.
So like the mixtape on my screens, like you wasn't
Ooh.
a part of that.
Did not fuck with it. See, like early
That's
Houston,
disheartening.
and I ain't gonna lie.
on the microphone, goddamn.
I'm gonna keep it all 1,000. I'm gonna tell you, dead serious. My philosophy at the time. Now I can see the beauty in it. So I'm not saying that this is the way I feel now. Back then, all the OG niggas, like all the older niggas, when they would come back from the Capitol, they bring in like Houston tapes and shit. So I would hear Houston shit. When I started hearing, by the time I started hearing DSR and shit, I had heard what I felt was higher quality Texas music. I had heard Fat Pat. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing Big Hawk. So when I heard DSR and them at that time, I was like, I'm not finna listen to this shit. Because I had heard what they were bringing back from the South. And it was, to me, Houston was kicking our ass at that time. To me.
And still.
I'm finna say they always have been.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know when that switched. I don't know if it switched.
Yeah.
It didn't.
They ain't got nobody popping right now.
Yeah, right now.
Travis
we're ahead.
Scott.
Travis Scott, Meg
Oh.
the Stallion, Sauce Walker.
True
I
that.
don't know about
Even though
all
I
that.
ain't gonna lie, even though I ain't
You finna
gonna,
get me beat up.
even though I ain't gonna,
Y'all
I ain't gonna
talking
count
about
Travis
them
Scott,
niggas.
though.
Okay, I ain't know y'all was talking about them niggas.
I definitely count
Alright.
Meg Thee Stallion. I don't count Travis Scott. Niggas don't
I
even know
count
who that
Travis
nigga
Scott
is,
for
man.
sure.
Niggas really don't know who that nigga is.
I count Travis for sure.
That's like a random. You know what that's like? That's damn near the equivalent of like when we go to East Dallas and we see what's the white dude name? Post Malone mural. Like, yeah, he from her.
I forgot that.
But
nigga
is
had
he?
a
He ain't
mural.
from here.
Yeah,
I
is
forgot he
though?
had a mural.
That's Travis Scott to me.
Okay, I
But
feel you.
I do give you that. Houston is still kicking our ass when you count the major artists. But I missed the whole DSR shit. I never was really into it. And then I grew up in a mostly East Coast household. My mama was big.
So you telling me you
100%.
You telling me you want to listen to Mustard T Zone, then we coming wide up, nigga?
Didn't care about none of it.
Who? You don't even know what that is, bro. That's come
Yeah,
on.
who that? Young Nino?
That's Nino, bro.
I didn't
Come
care
on,
about that. And keep
dog.
mine. Nigga, my nigga. Listen.
I missed all of that.
I put that on everything.
Well, he from Big Spring.
I'm
though.
from,
He
I
get
got
a
an
pass.
excuse. I'm from the middle of nowhere. I ain't from here.
Listen, Nino,
I ain't from
Nino
here.
literally my nigga. Nino is that's my nigga. I
really?
ain't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Yeah.
Cause it was at the time it was like I keep my mind have been opened up by 3-6, who to me still got some of the illest production for that time. Like 3-6, Project Pat. That was most of the Southern shit I was listening to.
People sleep on Project Pat though.
Man, Project
They do,
Pat, say
for
it.
sure.
Project
They
Pat,
do.
Gated Green, all that shit. It was just I was listening to other shit. You know, the local shit. It's kind of, you know, you can take local shit for granted. Sometimes you can literally,
Facts.
not to say that I think these niggas was brilliant MCs, because I still to this day don't think they necessarily brilliant MCs, but I can see the beauty in what they were doing, and I guess I took it for granted because I'm falling in love with hip hop and I'm listening to all this shit that's blowing my mind at that time. While everybody else was listening to DSR, I was just getting into like everything else that was happening.
I feel like I was late, like honestly, because I ain't really had nobody bringing no Outkast to me when I was growing up.
See my cousin,
you know what I'm
And
saying?
what's different, what's wild is because that's my story. I remember, well, when I was younger, disclaimer, where I'm from, which is the middle of nowhere, there's not a lot of black people. It's mostly Hispanic people and white people. So all of my babysitters growing up were white. So they had me listening to like Kiss and Elvis Presley and had me watching Full House and shit, right?
that nigga said Elvis Presley. They was white.
Uncle Jesse was pretty cool.
I finna say I did watch Full
Yeah.
House on my own, nigga.
So one day,
He would say, cut it out.
so my cousins, I'm not gonna divulge too much into it, but for some reason, two of my cousins, from Cali and from the hood of Tyler, Texas, moved in with us.
Okay.
Me and my family. So one day, my cousin from Cali comes in the room. He says, "Hey, what you listening to?" And I listen to an NSYNC CD. And I'm like, I got to see.
Backstreet Boys better than them niggas though.
Whoa, that's an argument for another day.
Hold on, nah. We actually can save it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get through this. Let me get through
Go
this
ahead.
first. So I'm listening to an NSYNC CD, and my cousin come in. He's like, and this is, it's a hood nigga from Cali. So what you listen to, Jay? I'm like, I'm listening to this NSYNC CD.
He was disappointed.
This nigga, no, he got angry.
Yeah, I can bet. I can imagine.
This motherfucker got furious. He popped over my CD player, broke that motherfucker right in front of me.
Yeah.
He brought the CD player or the CD?
Broke the CD right in front of me.
Okay.
And then he put Tribe Called Quest, the love movement in there. He was like, "You don't leave this goddamn room until you done listening to the CD front to back. This is
Damn.
unacceptable, my nigga." and then he just storms out. So I'm like, okay. So I listen to the CD, mind blown. I'm like, and I go in his room and I say, "What else do you have?" So from there, he lived with me for like 7 years. Me and my family for like 7 years. So during that time, he's showing me Snoop Dogg. He's showing me Tribe Called Quest. He's showing me Common, Biggie, Pac, Outkast.
That's dope, bro.
3-6 Mafia. Everything. Like anything a hip hop historian should know. He's schooling me. Like he had to, because he's not my mother's son. My mom let him slide by having the parental advisory CDs. I couldn't have that shit.
Right.
So, but when my mom wasn't looking, he slid it over to me like, "Hey, don't tell your mom. I'll let you listen to this."
Same.
So I got a full crash course in hip hop 101 from my cousin for 7 years.
And salute to him.
like that's because honestly, that's dope because not even my first CD, my first tape. I'm gonna take it back to my first some shit that I actually own. Was The Block Is Hot? That was the first. That was the first thing that I owned.
That is a good one though. That's one of the ones he showed me too. Like he showed me all areas of hip hop, East, West, and South, everything.
But I guess that's why, cause I don't like T. He listened to East Coast, like he really big on Jay-Z. I'm not.
He's the
because,
GOAT.
Like all I had was was South shit, because that's what I grew up on, because that's what I knew. You know what I'm saying?
504 boys.
504 boys. You know what I'm saying? Charlie Boy. You know
Hey
what I'm
man,
saying?
Juvie is highly underrated. You know what I'm saying?
Juvie the best thing to come out of Cash Money. Secretly.
Absolutely.
He one of the
400
best-
Degrees is on my top 5 albums.
Bro, that
He's
shit's
top
great.
5 greatest rappers out of the South, in my opinion.
Indeed.
And he's aged well, because he went hard as fuck on that shit with him and Birdman.
Dog,
recently.
that shit kind of got slept on. That whole album
Because
kind of
Birdman-
hard.
It didn't kind of
Yeah.
get slept on. It got
It got
slept
slept
on.
on.
Because Birdman on it. Like,
That
you
album
take
hard,
that
bro.
nigga off of there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and I had been telling niggas that Birdman was broke secretly. This shit coming.
That's not a secret though. We've been saying. I mean, but yeah, you know, it wasn't.
Niggas argue me
Niggas
down.
want to act like he, whatever.
Well, switching gears, man. You guys did something on y'all show that I really, 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 really admired. Y'all interviewed each other.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Well, no, I interviewed Kaz.
You interviewed
yeah.
Kaz, and you had
I
your
did the
family on.
thing.
Yeah.
Now, and when I say I listen to y'all shows, I'm not saying it like I binged y'all shows before y'all came on. Like, nah, I fuck with y'all when y'all shows come
appreciate
out.
that,
Thank
man.
you,
Thank
dog.
you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
But when y'all did that shit, I looked at each other like, yo, why the fuck we ain't think of that shit?
I mean,
Cause we get so many people that be like, oh, y'all trash. Y'all, I can't believe y'all saying the shit that y'all say.
Damn, hold on.
But hold on.
Hold on. We trash?
No, they don't say. It's people that fuck with us.
Okay.
Oh, your opinion. I can't believe y'all said this about women.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
But they don't know where it come from.
got you.
And so I feel like y'all provided where y'all opinions and thoughts and stuff come from.
Oh,
With
yeah.
you having your family on,
Which
Jay
is still
Will,
my favorite episode, honestly.
and Kaz, you being interviewed, I thought that shit was so dope. And so I told EJ, like, yo, bro, we got to do this shit.
Yeah.
So I said, I don't want to do it without letting the boys know that we gonna do this shit.
We all gonna do
We
it. But
gonna
see,
do that shit.
for one, it's because, I mean, disclaimer: before we did the podcast, I did radio for 5 years.
Okay.
So a lot of people knew about me prior to Don't Take It Personal, but I feel like a lot of people didn't really know Kaz like that. And one of the reasons why we're so close is because I do know Kaz, and we're very like-minded. We're very different, but we're very like-minded. And he has a very
It was very interesting.
he has
bro.
a very intriguing
What's up?
backstory, and I feel like people don't know that.
Yeah.
So that's why I did that. And for me with my family, I talk about my family all. If you listen to the show, if you listen to to Live from the Underground, I talk about my family all the time. And I just felt like it was a good opportunity, not only for the listeners but for my family, because to be honest with you, if you listen to that episode, there's things that we talked about in that episode I didn't even know before we turned the mics on.
I was talking about his granddad.
Yeah,
like,
I'm finna say like he owned what was it was the
paper.
the only the newspaper.
It was a black newspaper that started off as the first black sports centric newspaper, and he turned it into a political newspaper. Mr. Blur. If you ever go to Rochester Park in South Dallas, Bill Blur is actually my granddaddy. Yeah, Rochester's actually called.
So
William
it's
Blur.
I just for us, we don't really have a structure or a theme to our show.
Right.
We just kind of just do whatever we feel. And I was just like one day, I think people should know more about Kaz today. So I
Yeah,
just
he hit me with a text. He was like, "I'm gonna interview you." And
I was like,
"Man,
let
what
me,
the fuck
and
you talking
to
about?"
me, I'm consider myself a top 5 greatest interviewer of all time. Not even just locally, but you could throw Sway in there, throw Elliott Wilson in there, throw Charlamagne in there. I'm top 5.
Yeah.
To me.
That's what's up.
And so, I mean, because a lot of people don't know, my history goes way back with interviews. I've interviewed Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Nipsey Hussle, SZA, Chance the Rapper, DJ Jazzy Jeff. Like, my history of interviews, Joey Badass, The Dream, my history of interviews goes far back. So I'm the shit. And so I was like, I'm the shit. And so I kind of wanted to just wanted to do that one day.
You did a good job though.
You asked some great questions.
I ain't gonna lie, the
appreciate
nigga
that.
asked me
You
some
had some
questions out
great
of left
questions.
field. I was like,
Yeah, he didn't see none of that coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like nigga, I gotta think about this shit. All right.
Yeah, I was like, damn. Because when niggas say he gonna interview you, don't know how deep he finna go. But I was like, okay, go as deep as go as far as you want to. Cause one thing about it, I'm always trying to exercise. As human beings, we lie. That's just every nigga lie.
That's for sure.
So I always try to make every day an exercise in being as 100 as I possibly can. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some days that shit is 98. Some days that shit is 70. You know what I mean?
Nigga, some days it be 52.
Yeah. So
No, real time. Hey.
So that was I always tell him that. Like when my car got repoed and I went on the show and I was like, yeah, my shit got repoed, and he looked at me like, nigga, you gonna say that? And I was like, well, it's exercising the truth.
But it's like for us, the show is really like, it's a release for us. Cause for me, if you follow me on social media, I never post on that motherfucker. My only way of telling y'all how I feel about shit is you gotta listen to the show.
Right, right.
And a lot of times I don't know how I feel yet. I'm working out how I feel live in real time. And I'm talking it out with my boy, and we're figuring it out together right there on the podcast, you know?
That's dope, man.
And that's just kind of how it works with us. Like, we didn't, to be honest with you, we didn't expect us to be as popular as we got.
Oh, y'all niggas big.
Because we're close to like 500,000 listeners now, and we weren't expecting that shit.
Nah, definitely.
What we
not.
got? Like 500 listeners? Or
Nigga,
something?
5. Nigga, that's what we got.
Nah, bro. But like, here's the thing, man. Like, don't downplay y'allself, because y'all actually got something great here.
Thank you, man.
Y'all really do. I met y'all. Where did I met y'all? It was one of the meetups.
It was the meetups.
It was one of the meetups, but it was a while ago.
Yeah.
And I've paid attention to y'all ever since. Like, y'all's grind, y'all's content, the way y'all handle yourselves. Y'all are on something. And I don't say that to Kaz knows.
Yeah,
I love to shit on other podcasts.
Right.
I live to do it. Y'all are not.
And he privately was like, "Hey, bro, you need to come," because he was like, I was like, "Damn, that shit it's on a Wednesday." That nigga was like, "Bro, you need to come. You need to make this."
Man.
Nah, like, I fuck with y'all,
sure.
man, and I felt like this is something that we needed. Like, when y'all extended the invite, this is something I said we needed to do.
Most definitely, man.
That's
I
what's
appreciate
up,
that.
So don't downplay yourselves, man. Y'all are on to something for real.
Now, you know what? And this gonna sound cocky as fuck, but when we downplay ourselves, especially me, I be lying like a motherfucker. I be saying that shit for the. I be saying that shit for the joke.
But see, here's the thing.
But real talk, I believe in myself.
I do the same shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I believe in me.
It's like a nigga say some shit just because he be like, "Nah, nigga, y'all
Nah.
good."
But you know what I
like,
learned
alright.
recently? You know what I learned recently, man, is you got to be careful with what you say.
Dog, the universe don't know no jokes.
I mean, here's the thing.
That's a fact.
Here's the
I
thing.
believe that.
Here's the thing. I realized recently that nobody curses. Like, you're the only person that curses yourself. Like, I used to do self-deprecating humor used to be my thing. I used to be like, man, ain't no girls checking for me. Like, oh, I'm gonna show the ass nigga. Like, this and that. And then you start realizing, like, that type of shit that you're putting out in the universe starts affecting you.
Right. That's facts.
And
That's
nobody else said that shit but me. Nobody said that but me. So you start cursing yourself. So I'm very aware of that shit. So I don't even make those jokes anymore. So to me, I think we're the shit. I think our podcast is the best.
Definitely.
I think I'm dope at interviewing, at researching. I think I'm a dope ass actor and filmmaker and writer. And I say those things because I truly believe those things. I don't doubt myself no more. I say when. I don't say if. I say when we get famous.
That nigga's a master of
Yeah.
the win. Cause
I'm-
I'll be
I
like,
don't say-
if we get this money, that nigga win.
I say when we get money, when we get famous, not if, because I don't live by ifs. I live by wins. And you gotta
That's a fact.
Nobody's gonna believe in you more than yourself. And to me, you gotta. I don't brag on everything. If you get me on a basketball court, I'm not bragging about shit.
Yeah, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. There's a lot of things I
Nigga,
will.
don't-
Hey,
Don't.
that nigga be like, "Yeah, nigga, I'm finna count. I'm finna go ahead and
Yeah.
add up this score right
There
quick."
there are a lot of things. There
Chill
are
out.
95% of things in this world I will not brag about, but the 5% of things that I feel like I'm great at, I will brag about because I earned that. Kaz,
That's
same
real.
thing. I be trying to get Kaz to get on that wave. Like, Kaz is great, and to me, he always detracts it, but to me, he's the attraction of the show.
Yeah,
not
nigga,
me.
you a rapper, bro? Like, you
I
used to
appreciate
rap,
that. I
fam?
appreciate that.
He's
I'm
one of
right,
the
I'm
he's
right.
one of the greatest rappers I've ever heard in my life.
And now see that nigga going too hard.
No,
now.
I'm not.
Once the nigga set
No, I'm not.
Once the nigga set the standard, you gotta
no,
go
I'm not.
hard. Now.
No, I'm saying.
No, nigga, I'm alright.
Literally the first day I met Kaz, he came by. He got
Oh, yeah, the
invited.
Cypher story.
He got invited to my show by my co-host. They grew up together.
Right.
He came on the show. I didn't say one word the entire show because I laughed the entire time. He was hilarious. Never met him for a day in my life. We walk outside. Typically in my radio show, what happens is after the show, niggas start rapping. There's a lot of rappers that will come to visit. It was an open door policy at my old radio show. Come kick it pre-game before you go do whatever you do. And then most of the time, rappers would come. And so after every show, rappers would be outside in the cypher. We get outside, dudes are rapping. Kaz jumps in the cypher and bodies all of them. All of them.
I ain't gonna lie though. I secretly, what it be though, I like in those situations where niggas think, oh, this nigga can't really rap. You know, like it's out, cause I'm like that. I see a nigga be like, oh, that nigga can't really rap. Cause a lot of niggas say that they can rap and they're terrible.
Yeah.
So you kind of
Like I used to rap. I'm
I
horrible.
get slight joy. I get a little joy out of
Hey, Cash, let
surprising
me ask you,
niggas.
have you heard of this song called Jello?
All right, this is gonna move on.
No,
Whoa,
nigga,
whoa.
is it
Wait,
the
wait,
Joel
wait.
Ortiz record?
This or that.
What happened? What just happened here?
It's not pudding, it's yellow.
What just happened here?
Yes, nigga, I've heard that. That hoe is tough.
Yeah.
No.
Not
Alright.
putting
But I
in
say-
yellow.
Now you just want to laugh.
I say all that to say.
I didn't think anybody heard that shit.
I say all that to say Kaz is dope in multiple facts. He's
Dope.
actually a
Thank you.
hellified writer. If he would, I'm trying to get this nigga to write more because he's a great writer. So really, the dynamic of our relationship is I'm trying to push this nigga to be greater than he is.
Facts. I agree, definitely.
Because I had to beg him for 3 years to get on the microphone.
Yeah, you said
Hey,
that on the
I ain't
interview.
gonna lie. That's true though, cause I ain't gonna lie. I didn't necessarily. I was like, man, podcasting. The fuck is podcasting?
Right.
And then he got me on because I was thinking all the niggas that I listened to that were podcasters was super professional, like
Elliot Wilson.
Elliot Wilsons of the world, Combat Jack,
Joe
These
Rogan.
were like,
Yeah.
these are niggas who are ex-lawyers and all this type of shit. I was like, none of that shit is my steez, so
Right.
I'm not gonna really be able to do this. And then he called me out to do it and kind of showed me it's a lane for you to just do you.
I'm be real with you, like I have no problem, and I say he always downplays it, but the attraction of the show is Kaz.
That's how I feel about EJ.
He's the best part of the show. Like
Yeah.
I'm the facilitator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how I feel about EJ.
And
I throw the alley oops.
Yeah,
You just got
that's
to come
literally
down
how-
with it.
Dunk
That's
them
literally
hoes,
how I
yeah.
feel.
I don't feel like I dunked them hoes, but I be passing the hoe back. Like, nah, nigga. Like, nigga, I'm trying to get an assist right now, nigga. Go ahead. You know, but nah. So I don't know. So I don't know if y'all know, but Jello was TJ's song. Like,
Oh,
Bro,
what?
no. You would not be like, hey,
What?
bro. No. Check
Wait.
this out. We agreed a long time ago that we do not lie to our listeners, bro. EJ had a song called Jello that he asked me
this
to
is
be
one
on.
of y'all songs.
Yeah, we used to rap, bro. That's how we met, man.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
Yeah.
give y'all a gem. I don't give nobody. I used to rap too, and I actually, when I graduated high school, I went on tour with Juvenile.
What?
Which is kind of insane. Every time you say that, I'd be like, what?
I went on tour with Juvenile. One of the shows had Youngberg, and I don't know if y'all remember Two Pistols.
oh yeah, nigga, that was early
He got
2000.
beat up by Dollar. I remember that.
Yeah. So,
Dude, I forgot.
so it was
That nigga
me.
got lumped
So
up.
it was me, Youngberg, and Two Pistols on tour for like 5 dates.
What?
Yeah.
Bro?
So I
You on YouTube?
no. Thank God, bro. Thank God.
Go ahead, find this shit.
So here's the thing. I was the trash in the studio. But you get me in a cypher, I killed it. You get me on stage, I murdered it. And that's how I got on the tour. The guys who threw the tour were locally based in West Texas. And they were like, he's a good performer. Put him on the tour as an opener. And that's where I learned a lot of shit. I saw other openers on the tour have cameras, have DVDs, have CDs, had shirts. And I'm like, nigga, it's just me and a microphone out here. I don't know what the
Right.
fuck I'm doing.
Right.
Nah, so like I think everybody who's in this business tried to rap at one point in
Hell
time.
yeah. If you were born in the 80s and you tried to rap.
You had
You
to.
tried to
had
rap, bro.
Yeah.
But like, there's a difference. Were you the hey, what,
Or that,
were you that rapper or were you
nigga, I was the I done came down.
Ah,
I was definitely that
you
guy.
were my favorite kind of nigga. I used to
done
love
came
listening
down.
to the came
But
down
no, like,
rappers.
that nigga T had bars, bro. Like, real talk. Cause I remember when we was rapping, and then like when we was like doing the whole transition, and T was like, man, I'm gonna stop rapping. Was it 24?
24.
It was 24. I'm like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you got something. You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
24 years
okay,
old?
see, at this time, like, it was still cool to be signed. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Like, so I was like, yo, if I don't have a deal or anything by 24, I'm done. Finito.
I get
That's what I
that.
told
You
myself at 24.
You set a time track, even though I ain't gonna lie, 24 early as fuck.
24 that's what I realized when
And
I was like 25.
He figured that, like, he thought that shit was late. I'm like, nigga, you 24, bro. I remember the song that I first listened to, bro. It was Move Bitch. I know you remember that hoe. I know you remember that hoe.
Hey, mom, I know my mom listens to the podcast, man. How you doing, sweetheart?
Nah, hey, how you doing? How you doing, Miss Castile? I call you mama. But like, no, this nigga, like, Move Bitch, he was using references that I was like, God damn, bro. Like, he used, like, you used a knockout. It was who was the nigga with the afro?
I don't know.
on
Knockout
knockouts.
fucking Afro Thunder.
Afro Thunder. You used that hoe, like, bro, that shit was nice. It was just like punchline after punchline, bar after bar. And you knew you had that shit, bro. But he always want to try to be modest. You know what I'm saying? He like me. Like, you want to be like, nah, nigga, nah, that shit was alright. Nah, nigga, you the shit, bro. And then you be like, yeah.
I get it though, because sometimes I feel like that keeps you striving.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because
once you start drinking your own Kool-Aid, it is hard to stay working. Like,
Right.
it's a saying. I can't remember what boxer said it, but he said it's hard to get up and train when you wearing silk drawers, because when you done made it to a certain point in your mind and you've gotten to that level, some niggas gotta I gotta think even if I'm going hard, I gotta think I'm whack to some degree,
Right.
to keep trying to be better at it. Now I know who I'm not whacker than. That's one
Right.
thing. Like when I get around other niggas, I'm super confident in my skill. But when I'm competing with myself, it's like, yeah, that shit could have been better. It could have been better.
Cause you out.
You gotta switch out.
Damn, bro. I'm hating this nigga J Will right now, bro. Cause I was literally about to leave. Cause I've been holding that bitch in for so long.
Oh, you gotta pee?
Nigga.
It's no me that gotta pee,
It's
Cash.
the
That nigga came quick.
But you're the star of the show. You can't leave.
I ain't think say I'm a star.
You can't
Josh.
go anywhere.
Josh,
EJ, you are the star of
Josh. I'm finna pee outside though. It's all right. I
What
see what
happened?
you did, Josh? I see what you did right there, my brother.
the show. All right, well, you want to wait till you go to the restaurant?
Nah. I'm gonna go ahead and ask the question. I can ask the question, and then I got 3 turns.
Yeah,
You
no,
know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be real with you. I just came back. I had to go to the bathrooms.
yeah,
cool.
yeah. No, yeah.
These niggas liquor me up, so
We talking about it.
out of there.
All right, but no, like
Yeah, let's go ahead and switch
good,
gears
D?
real quick.
All right, so I had a question presented to me, man. Just because a lot of shit has been going on. So the question is, since last week was dedicated to mental awareness, what is hard for African American men to share thoughts when they're going through dark stages in their lives?
ooh,
Oh, that's
great.
We took a hard left, but yes.
That's great.
That's actually an easy one.
That's very easy. Wow. Wow.
EJ. For those who just listening to the audio version, EJ got up to go to the restroom with the headphones still on his head.
And them all pulled that nigga back.
He got checked like a bug.
Oh,
Hey.
shit.
I think that shit fuck with my mental health.
No,
No, but seriously, I think a big part of it is, I say this all the time, I think because a big part of black survival is having to have a certain type of mask. You know what I mean? You have to have a certain type of mask. I tell niggas all the time, I used to do it when I was younger. So like, I'm an avid reader. I'm a nigga that likes to read. I'm really a nerd. So what happened was somebody would say, "Oh, you read a lot," and I would be like, "Yeah, I read a lot, but don't get shit twisted." I would have to put some type of caveat at the end of
Right,
it
yeah,
to
yeah,
let
yeah,
niggas
yeah.
know that me reading didn't necessarily make me weak.
Right.
What I started learning from that was that's not good. That's not healthy. You should be able to say, yeah, I'm an avid reader, and that's it. Or yeah, I like watching let's say America's Top Model or Architectural Digest. I like
Sex
watching
and the
that.
City.
Yeah, without having to put the caveat that you'll still shoot a nigga.
Right.
That shows you that you're wearing a mask when you have to consistently do that. So a part of black survival is wearing that mask. So we have to pretend to be tough. We have to pretend to deal with trauma like it ain't shit. You know what I mean? Because I done been through certain shit where literally you just I'll come back and be like, oh, that wasn't shit. It is what it is. That's life. And somebody will point out. I had somebody point out to me the other day what I was telling you. It was somebody. They were asking me because I had been in a car accident and I had been involved in like a
shootout.
a fucking shooting. So like, he was like, we were just having random conversation, me and this white guy, and the random conversation we talking about traumatic shit. And he was like, well, I know that shooting shit was crazy. I was like, nah, not really, nigga. The car shit was crazy. Shooting is regular shit. And he looked at me like
what?
like, nigga, what?
Huh?
And then I looked back at him like, oh, nigga, that's true. That's not regular shit.
Right.
So what I started learning about just black men in general, a lot of shit, number one, shit that we raised to think is normal, is normalized, is not normal. Losing friends at a certain age is not normal. There, in a lot of cultures, they don't start to realize that they're adults until they turn 30 or 28 because they start to lose friends at a rapid rate. We start doing that shit at 18, 17.
Facts.
Some of us, depending on how hard your neighborhood is, maybe 15.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
start losing friends and you're like, damn. So I think the biggest thing is the next generation, because we grown ass men. Not to say that you can't change. It's different to change. It's hard to change paradigm with a 33-year-old, 32-year-old, 31-year-old man. I think the next generation, we have to allow young boys to take the mask off.
Yeah.
If you scared of some shit, that's normal.
Right.
That don't mean back down, but admit that you're scared of some shit. It's
But-
okay to say,
But we have to let it be known that it's all right and cool for them to do that.
Yeah,
shit.
because to me, to piggyback off what Cass said, I think a lot of what the question asks is follow me on this, but I think it's hereditary. And what I mean by that is our fathers, if you're blessed enough to have them in your lives, because I know a lot of us don't, you know, a lot of them had to deal with things that we don't have to deal with. They had to show you know, solidarity and toughness in a time that it was required that they showed it, and they passed that down to us. You know what I'm saying? So it's hereditary. It's to us. We're taught, don't cry. You a man. Don't cry.
Right,
Pick up, dry, like brush yourself off. Or even if you were to say, Dad, like, I feel this way, boy, get over it. You know, that's just and it's not necessarily that they don't care. It's they're still thinking that we have to deal with what they have to deal with.
Right.
And that's not necessarily the case.
It's a different era.
It's a different era, but a lot of the older generation doesn't realize it's a different era, because you could tell the older generation what your dreams are, and they don't know what dreams are because they had to get rid of their dreams for reality.
they were grown ass men at 25.
Yeah,
They done found their soulmate.
Before then,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, to them, their minds are wired differently than us, and because of that, it was passed down to us. Now, speaking personally for me, I thank God every day that I had the upbringing that I had, because not only did I have a father in my life, I had a stepfather, and both of them taught me things the other one couldn't teach me. You know what I'm saying?
Rich dad, poor dad.
I was just finna say that too.
Damn.
Like, I had both sides of the spectrum. My stepdad taught me how to like fish and change the oil in my car and things like that, and, you know, go camping. My real father taught me how to be a gentleman, how to be a man, how to like own your responsibilities, how to not give excuses. You know what I'm saying? And you know, things like that. So
That's dope. I wish I had one of them.
but I know I'm
You
very,
know what I'm saying?
I'm very.
I had at least one of them. You know what I'm saying?
I always recognize how fortunate I am, because not a lot of my homeboys didn't have their dads around, so I recognize how fortunate I am. But because of that, mine was a little different, because I'm very emotional. I admit all the time. If you listen to the show, I admit all the time I'm very emotional.
I know I'm
And it was
emotional.
because I was allowed the opportunity to be so. My
And
father
express
never
yourself, right?
My father never got on me for being like, if I'm sad, my father let me be sad. If I'm angry, my father let me be angry, and he talked me through those emotions and helped me understand them.
So was this your stepdad or like a real dad? Like
My real dad taught me those things. My stepdad, you know what I'm saying, he kind of like stepped in when it was necessary, but he let my mom take over, you know, because I wasn't really his child.
Yeah.
But, you know, for me, I was able, so I grew up in an era where it's like people would clown me. Part of the reason why I got picked on so much is because I accepted my emotions in an era where it wasn't cool to accept your emotions.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And so I never understood that. It's like, yo, I'm getting clowned for
being me?
being me.
Yeah,
And
that's
like, if I'm sad, I let it be known I'm sad, or if I'm angry, I let it be known I'm angry. This is different for me. So from the outside looking in, I can recognize that a lot of people, for multiple reasons, were taught to not show that for survival. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's hereditary. I think our fathers or our grandfathers were in a time where they couldn't show that, and they just basically put that on us.
yeah.
Right.
And
That's a good answer.
like something you were speaking, man, and I feel like a lot of women don't understand that us as men are not taught how to express ourselves.
It's that, but to piggyback off what you're saying, they don't want that too, because of how they were raised. They were raised
For us being in like independent and shit like that.
They were raised a certain way. Most black women were raised a certain way about what a black man is. So they don't want to see a nigga with emotions either. Like, women are just now starting to get to a point where they understand niggas with emotions.
But that shit don't even make sense though. Like how you want me to talk about shit and be expressive, but you don't want me to actually tell you how the fuck I feel if I'm having a bad day.
I think a big part of it too is we just don't. One thing that black men and women do not quite get is that we don't fully understand each other's existence.
Word.
You know, so like what happens is you run into a lot of niggas. Like, I know if you work at a job, if you've ever worked at a construction site or in a labor job, right? You talk to other black men, they'll tell you, see, I'm gonna tell you the key, blood. What you gotta do with a woman is, and they telling you this shit, and you like, man, this shit don't work. This nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like when you see, look at some of the niggas who give you this brilliant advice, and look at their lifestyle. They getting slapped in the head every night for not taking out the trash. But he telling you how to be a Mac and all this other shit.
Oh, that made my chest hurt.
Women, I guarantee you, on the other end, women think they have niggas figured out. So when you're not admitting that you don't know something, you can't really fix it. So like when I sit around women sometimes, what I've learned to do is sometimes let them motherfuckers go. Let them be them, let them speak. Take the judgment out the equation. Listen to them talk and just assess what you listening to.
Facts.
Because certain shit I didn't know about women. Like the craziest shit in the world, when I got open, when I stopped viewing women as like some opposite, like they got cooties, right? I start viewing them as like, okay, this really a nigga with a vagina and some titties. We got similar goals, we got similar dreams. Yes, we view the world through a different
Depending
lens.
on the type of woman you talking to, though.
No, we do, but I'm saying like, so prime example, you don't want no broke bitch. Guess what? A bitch don't want no broke nigga.
Exactly.
And we just have to understand that's a part of the dichotomy of living. Don't nobody want no broke nobody.
But a lot of women will accept a broke nigga, though.
You know why? Because they think they see potential in you.
Yeah.
So like certain shit you might not see, like him wanting to stop rapping at 24. There's a girl somewhere that heard him rap and she believed he could rap, and she gonna ingratiate herself into everything he do that deal with rap.
Damn, bro, I
She
feel
wanna
like
go to the studio.
Her.
I feel like I wasn't that chick, bro, but I believed in you, bro.
Nah, bro.
TJ Hooks, I believed
But
in
think
you,
about
bro.
it though. If
did.
a woman would have believed in him, nigga
Should've
would have
married
kept
you.
rapping. He would have kept rapping. It's different when a woman tell you some shit, bro. Niggas have been giving me say, man, you know what? You need to try this diet. Go to the gym and do this. Hey, do this. Man, soon as a bitch say, hey, you know what? You know you should try that keto shit, because you know what? If your stomach got flat, you'd be boom, boom, boom. A nigga hit that bitch.
Yeah.
That's why you
I'm
lost 16
going
pounds, huh?
there.
nigga?
16
That's
pounds
it.
in 16 days. If a nigga would have told me, I wouldn't have gave a fuck.
That's how I grew a beard. My last girlfriend told me, you know, baby, you look
Yeah.
good with a beard. And I grew that boy.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, that nigga looked 57 before the bird. And the bird, I said, damn, this bitch got my nigga changing before the bird. And this was, listen,
Say.
and niggas so goofy, niggas will resist for other niggas. They'll resist the change. Have you ever noticed that? Like if another nigga, like let's say it's 4 niggas. A nigga girl really be changing him for the better, getting him a little flyer in terms of dressing. Cause keep in mind, I'd rather listen to what a woman say is fly for a nigga dressing than a nigga, cause I'm dressing for bitches. I'm not dressing for niggas.
Indeed.
At the end of the day, this is like when the peacock let the feathers out and they got a certain color and it attracts a certain type of bitch. It's for the opposite sex.
Yeah.
So if I go into a store, I'm not asking a nigga what's clean. I'm going to the baddest bitch in there and ask, what you think about these? Because this is who I'm trying to get. And even if you got a girl, you still want to attract the opposite sex.
Because you want to attract other bitches.
You out everybody, and guess what? Bitches want to do the same. When niggas got mad at Aisha Curry. They got mad at Aisha Curry. That's because they still view women as some opposite creature with cooties. No, just like niggas, you could be married for 50 years. You want bitches to still check for you.
Exactly.
You might not want to fuck them. None of that.
It's like that episode of Martin where he was like, took his ring off to see if he still got it.
Just to see if he still got it.
That's
Guess what?
literally,
Chicks do the same shit.
Yeah.
literally
It
do the
just
same
niggas
thing.
react to it like,
even though they lie about the shit.
of course.
Women are way better liars than us. Let's be real about that.
Bro, of course, because they actually, some shit socially, they have to lie about because they know the reaction. Just like, a girl take me out to Chick-fil-A. I just met her, right? She take me out to Chick-fil-A. She say the right shit to me. Your fade looking nice, baby. I might fuck her, right? Right?
Hey, D-Rick, that nigga said Mike.
Okay, so listen, I'm gonna fuck her, right? If a girl do the same shit, the perception would be vastly different, though.
Yeah.
So they have to hide. They have to operate in a way that's more covert. They can't just say, like a girl can't tell your common nigga, yeah, I got 5 niggas I'm talking to. One bring me
she
lunch.
can't do it.
One do such and such. But niggas do that. I know I do
The
that.
male
I have
ego,
one that
the
cook
male
good,
ego is way more fragile than the female ego. We want to be real about it.
even though they should
it's
be fragile in a
facts.
bitch too.
Huh?
They should secretly be fragile in a bitch too.
It's
No,
definitely
I didn't say it wasn't fragile. I said ours is
we
more
got them by
fragile.
like
fragile.
this
I
much,
give you
nigga.
that.
Because we
yeah.
want to sit here and be like, yo, if I cheat, baby, you just gotta understand, like, take me back. I'm gonna do better. But if a girl cheat on us, we not
a
letting
wrap.
that shit
It's over
slide.
It's a wrap.
It's not happening.
Say, get out my house.
Yeah.
Nigga, the same day. It's no thinking about it.
So it's like, the male ego, I've accepted long ago that the male ego is way more fragile than the female ego.
But why would a woman need to cheat like on a man? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
Oh, there's
if you,
plenty-
Here you
no,
go.
Watch this
I
right
understand.
here.
I understand.
No, like,
I'm
let's say she catch you. You working at UPS, right? You're making $19
nigga, fuck
an
that.
hour.
Nigga, FedEx. Go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
FedEx. 19. You making $19 an hour. You taking her to all your favorite places. You taking her to Cheddar's. You taking her to Chili's.
my favorite spot.
Okay, listen to this though. Watch this though. You taking her to Cheddar's, taking her to
ahead.
Chili's. You buying her shit out of Charlotte Russe. It's another nigga though, making $150,000 a year. Taking her to Ocean Prime. He ain't taking her to Charlotte Russe.
your
He
spot.
taking her over to
Yeah, that's his side, right?
So
Hey,
taking her-
he that nigga. nigga.
He just told on himself. He just told on himself.
I should use another example. I ain't trying to steal her, but I'm just saying he come in. You might have got a little bit lazy, so you not opening her car door no more. You know that's bad. Why you gotta do that? She know you care about her, right? This nigga telling her she fine every day in her inbox.
Yep.
The one time she went out with him because y'all was on a little break, he opened the door for her, took her out on the best dinner possible. He keeping himself up for her. It's plenty of reasons for a chick to cheat on you.
And no. Okay, so check this out. It's plenty of reasons for a woman to cheat, but when a woman cheats, it's like it like you just said, it has to be a reason. So she's not gonna cheat just because she want to fuck. It's because of reason. She has
You might got a nympho. Sometimes.
It's some
No,
of them
but
out there.
Some of 'em out
but
there.
I think what for me, I get what you're saying because a lot of women make very calculated moves. They think way ahead before they even act.
They're playing checkers,
So like
bro.
a lot of women, like when they break up with you, they left you 6 months ago.
Facts.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
facts. That's
Like by the
facts.
time they leave you, they were already gone. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of women, not all women, but some women, when it comes to cheating, it's like that as well. It's like it had to get to a point. It built up to a point where they were like, okay, I can't deal with this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to get something that they can't get from you.
Yeah.
Not saying that's an excuse because I think cheating on both sides is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm just saying that I think that's a lot where we have a woman in the room. She could give us her opinion if she
Hey,
wants
Sarah, come here.
to. But
Sarah
like,
never comes to the
Yeah.
mic. She's
Oh, really?
Sarah
nah.
is asleep right now, ain't she?
She'll stop
she-
pretending
she-
to sleep.
now she
No.
but I don't want to speak for women
No,
and
I
there's
get
a
it.
woman in the room. So it's just my opinion.
Hey,
is,
no, I do it all the time. Go ahead, do it.
my opinion is like by the time they cheat in their minds,
They're already gone.
they're already gone and
Facts.
it's just it got built up to a point because if you got a good woman, not all women, if you have a good woman before she cheats on you, there's going to be a build up. It's going to have to get to a point where it's like I feel like in my mind there's nothing else to do.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
women,
if you got a good one, yeah. I was under the pretense that this is like, cause I keep it open, cause it's some chicks out there that's go live was like,
There's some
niggas, bro.
scallywags.
yeah.
You
There's
know
some
what?
scallywags
I
out
like
there
him.
now.
He cool. He a good nigga, but at the same time, this nigga got better dick than him. So I'm gonna go over her. There
That's-
are
and
chicks
that's-
that
yeah.
exist in that realm,
It definitely
sure.
is. It's a
For
lot
sure.
of them.
cause that's just
For
like
sure.
dudes. It's some niggas who like, yeah, baby, cool, but she not freaky though.
Right, yeah. Her head ain't that good as this one right here.
Yeah.
This
This one over here, yeah, her ass fatter. There are people. Some people are just never satisfied. But to what you said though, I do believe. I think the thing with us as black men, going back to the emotions thing, is we gotta find, number one, you have to find the balance. You know, because like you can't be too emotional. There is such thing as a
For
too
real.
emotional man.
Yes.
There's a nigga who threatens to kill himself because his bitch finna break up with him.
Jesus.
That's over the top. But it's niggas like that.
Yeah.
But there's also the nigga who won't say when he hurting, and then when he do lash out, it's fucked up. It's over the top. Do something crazy. The niggas who shoot they chick, I'd rather die than see you with another. You know that nigga.
Yeah.
So it's
Those
finding
niggas do exist, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's
Definitely.
finding
And
the-
those niggas fuck it up for me because like it might be a day, you know, I'm a Gemini, bro. I might want to be a little emotional.
Oh yeah, so
know
you
what I'm
crazy
saying?
motherfucker.
I want to say I'm crazy. Like this nigga, he called me moody. You know what I'm
moody,
saying?
bro.
You're a Gemini, so
He
of
called
course
me, he called me moody. You know what I'm saying? But like people don't understand the access. I don't want to say access, the essence of the moodiness. You know what I'm saying? Because it's definitely a reason why. But we ain't got time to get into all that. You know
We don't.
we ain't got time to get into all that. But
we never. I mean, white people. We never do that.
Wait.
Y'all never what?
Like shoot our girl or something like that because we're emotional.
We got shit.
Y'all started a trend.
Y'all listen to Eminem. Hold on.
we just go to school.
I'm gonna be real with you.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a white dude that shoots good to eat her brains. Like,
Here's
get
the-
do some shit
here's the
that's
thing.
over the top.
Here's the thing. Josh fed me before we started recording, so I believe Josh. But here's the thing.
Josh should never eat a bitch brain if she get out of line.
But see, here's
nigga.
the thing. But here's the thing, Josh. You got a lot of your friends that listen to Eminem. Eminem was throwing his baby mama in the trunk, driving off a bridge.
You're
Talking to her.
you telling me you're still gonna crucify me because I made a joke implying that white people are responsible for all school shootings? I'm completely agreeing with you.
hey,
shit,
hey,
fuck,
hold on. He said all school shootings. When the last time a nigga shot up a school?
Never in life.
That's the joke.
But see, here's the thing. The DC sniper was black.
Yeah.
That nigga didn't count, bro. He was in the mountains, bro.
Nah, no.
Listen, I'm finna use my word, nigga. That nigga's an outlier, nigga. It's gonna always be one.
He was, but see, here's the
ass
thing.
nigga
Here's
who
the
does-
thing. He did it wild. I remember he was in the trunk of a car. Like he drilled a hole in the car and was sniping niggas from the car trunk. That's wild.
Hey, truth be told, he was on some white shit.
Like,
He was on some white shit.
Ain't no nigga gonna think of that.
how
Nobody's gonna
Say-
think of that.
say, 'cause
how many black people
if a nigga-
sniping, nigga? Like, it's just
Hey,
not
for real.
that many.
If a nigga get shot with a Ruger, they're like, that was probably niggas.
Yeah.
He had to be raised by Caucasians. That's it, bro.
And they say,
He had
yeah,
to be raised.
somebody shooting randomly with Tech 9s in the hood. You know it's a nigga. Like, yeah.
Close
We looking
range.
we looking for a black dude.
He
But
was
like-
shooting sideways.
But
Nah,
like,
nigga.
but honestly, we're
in a wife beater, too. If you got a Tech 9, you definitely
If
want
you
white
got an
beaters in public.
M16, nigga, they talking about let's go ahead and hold a press conference.
But-
you know what I'm saying, right quick. You
But
know what
here's
I'm
the
saying?
thing, man, and this is true to life in every aspect. A man is gonna do whatever he can do to get the attention of a woman.
yes.
That's
So
facts.
if a woman says, "I don't want no sensitive ass nigga," if a woman says when you try to be open with her about how you feel, and she's like, "I don't want to hear about I don't want a man that's emotional," a nigga's not gonna show emotion.
Facts.
That's true.
So I'm not saying it's all on women to like change the perception of black men mental health. I'm just saying that we have to change the perception as a whole of black men fixing their mental health, because there's a lot of things as a black man. Now, don't get me wrong, as a woman and as a black woman, there's a lot of things they go through. So I'm not diminishing what they go through at all. But as a black man, there's a lot we go through too. And every
is.
now and then, like if it wasn't, I'm blessed in multiple different ways. I got niggas I can talk to when I need to vent. A lot of black men don't have that though.
Right.
I would say 90% of black men don't have that.
And women don't understand the 10%, which is majority of I guess I can't say majority of black men. They don't have that shit, so they don't know how to express their feelings
At all.
They don't know how to talk, who to talk to,
And a
when to
lot of
talk
that
to.
results in fucked up behavior. A lot of the fucked up shit that black men do is because we're like suppressing a lot of shit that we ain't worked out yet because we don't have an outlet to do so. Not giving an excuse. I'm just giving y'all an
Yeah,
insight.
because a part of that too, we got to pick better partners.
Man.
Like we got to
Real
pick
shit.
better partners,
Boy.
because sometimes we pick our partners based on like say you hustle. A lot of niggas who hustle partners be based around money. We got money together. That's not a real reason to call a nigga your bro. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? Like
That's a good
you
point,
can get money
Cash.
with a nigga for sure.
Yeah.
That's not your bro automatically.
Word.
Your bro gotta be a nigga that you can talk to. I know for a fact, he'll tell you every time we out. One of my brothers that called my partner Devin, one of my brothers that's in the jail right now, right? He called me. I'm thinking that he gonna be fucked up, so I be ready to be, listen to him.
You said that shit on the interview
Yeah,
too.
he consistently be like, all right, bro, you on your shit? What you doing? How you feeling? You good? You boom, boom, boom. So I've always been around niggas. The niggas that I call my bros, I'm able to say something even if it's embarrassing. Even if it's like, damn, bro, old girl left me, nigga. I feel this way about it. With my bros, we speak about it.
For
'Cause
sure.
at the end of the day, we gonna roast you if you don't. Because we gonna be like, that nigga hurt.
And a
nigga,
lot,
you hurt.
Yeah, a lot of people who do podcasts together, they're not friends in real life. But like me and Kaz, like Kaz will tell you, majority of the times that I've had a dilemma, I've called him.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's my moral compass for a lot of stuff.
That must be nice.
But it's real though.
Josh, you can call me, bro. You know that, right?
No, it's just like it's weird. It's
I know you only know Sarah here, but it's alright.
It's weird because like a lot of people don't really have like feel like they don't have a lot of people they can talk to. But Cass literally like there was a point in time where I called Cass like every other day over some bullshit that I needed his advice on. Like it just
it happens. I mean,
it happens.
Like me and T, we've been knowing each other for what is it, 2009, for like 11, 12 years now.
That sounds about right. TJ went to the bathroom, so I'm taking his spot.
I T, white T.
White T. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
That's funny because that's all he ever wears.
That's what it is, right, Josh? But no, like we met each other like off of what we met each other, but like we grew into like a relationship, and like we talked, like we've been doing this podcast and shit before like podcasting even came about, cause we'll just talk about real shit, life shit, and about how we feel about certain shit. Mostly me, cause you know that nigga TJ private and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So he'll can like hold back, but then he'll tell me off of the mics, you know. But we can edit that shit out. It's alright. But no, it's just you need that person you can go to talk to. I feel like everybody does.
You gotta have that
because you gotta talk about what you feeling and how you like really how you feeling. That's why I promote therapy and shit like that, because like I feel like therapy is really needed in all types of situations, because just because you go to like your mom got killed or you got raped, like all that shit, like you need to talk to somebody about
for sure.
that.
Yeah,
for sure.
You know,
I even feel like before you get to a point where, because there are some lucky people who have no like heavy trauma right now, you should still have a therapist if you plan on going anywhere, because at some point in time life gonna throw some shit your way, and you need to know how to sort those things out in a real way. You know what I mean? And I think that's what a lot of people, because people think of therapists like, oh, a crazy nigga went to go talk to his therapist.
Yeah.
That's what they think. In reality, in order to stay, I might go to a therapist to stay sane. Fuck me being crazy. I'm going so that I can keep my balance. Because if you don't have what I call it's the clinical term is metacognition, where you watch your own thoughts. I'm a nigga who meditates. I'm a nigga who I burn my sage. Like I burn my sage. I talk to God. I talk to myself. You have to have real live conversations and evaluate yourself. It's been times where he'll call me and ask me something like a moral thing, and I always say, you can do this, and that'll be the honorable thing. You can do this if you can live with being a scumbag. I literally say that.
He would literally say that.
Because I have to think of that. Like, okay, if I make this move, I could potentially make some bread over here doing this. It's dishonorable. I can be broke for another 3 weeks and be honorable. Which one? Like, you have to really talk your way through life.
I mean, because a lot of people are in different situations and different positions. So you have to think logically and transparently between the type of person that you're talking to, because everybody's not gonna do the same thing you do. And
but that's why you gotta be really careful about who you divulge your personal information to.
Oh,
like,
most definitely.
Like Kaz is one of maybe 3 people I tell everything to, or I go to for real advice. I don't go to everybody for that shit. Like, you know, you got to be really careful, because energy is a real thing. You got to be really careful about who you give your energy to. Real. Or who you tell like your most divulging things about yourself to. You got to be really careful about that, because one, not everybody, like, I hate to break people's hearts out here, not everybody that's your bro actually cares about what's going on with you.
Yeah, a lot of people don't give a fuck.
I'm sorry to break your heart, but like in life, like in business, most times if you're not benefiting somebody's lives, you're useless.
Mm-hmm.
There's only you're gonna leave life with only a few people that actually give a fuck about you and how you feel. Only a few, and that's not the worst thing in the world. You just gotta be willing. You gotta be able to recognize those people.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, Kaz is one of maybe 3 or 4 people I can go to about anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not everybody, unfortunately, is blessed enough to have that person.
Man.
Because I feel like a lot of my friends, like one of my best friends, I'm the only person she can talk to about anything. the only person. And to me, it's fucked up that it's like that because, like, for me, I got like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like when she's having a bad day, if I'm
She
not there
talking
for
to you.
if I'm not there for her that day,
She feel like she ain't got nobody to talk
it's
to.
a bad fucking day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
To find it early is a blessing too, man.
For
Yeah,
sure.
To find it early, and I've been very blessed in that regard because I've been knowing EJ for a long time now, and he's one of those guys for me.
Yeah.
You know, and our other partner CJ,
Yeah.
like we brothers. You know what I'm saying? And I also got my actual blood brothers. One of them sitting right here to my right, but like. I've been very blessed to not have to go through a bunch of people say, I don't fuck with this person no more. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people had to go through a purging process, but now like a lot of people that I'm solid with, I've been solid with them since I was like in 6th or 7th grade.
A lot of those people are people who are looking for validation. You know, when I was in high school, I mean, typically everybody in high school wants everybody to like you. You want to have all the friends. You want everybody to sign your yearbook. You want to be cool, all of these things. The older you get, the less you want people around you like that.
Yeah.
Like, only have this person, this person, this person around me. Everybody else can kick rocks.
I take 4 quarters over 100 pennies
All day.
all day long.
All day.
You really too. You got to use your discernment when you're dealing with people, because a lot of people need proof for shit. So like, for instance, you'll have a chick. She'll know her nigga cheating. Like in her heart, she know he cheating.
Oh, yeah.
She gotta literally find proof. That's not a very adult way to operate.
Even when she knows that nigga cheating.
Her instincts literally tell her every day this is true, but she got to get proof. She got to call the nigga from Cheaters so he can sneak some cameras around.
But hey, I know my nigga cheating, but then again, I don't know my nigga cheating. You know what I'm
that
saying?
like that, bro. If you finna get on, I always use the elevator scenario. If you finna get on the elevator and it's a nigga on that elevator, and for some reason, something in your spirit tell you do not get on that motherfucker with that nigga, I don't need no proof. Fuck that nigga. I'm not getting on there.
Yeah, you gotta listen.
And I do that with
you
people.
Listen,
I'll
bruh.
shake a nigga hand and no, fuck this nigga. And niggas
talk.
will be like, man, what'd he do to you? Nothing. It's something about the nigga energy, and I trust my energy over his. I'm going to trust my own perception of you over you.
Yeah.
Because a nigga say anything. Niggas be like, man, you know, I'm the realest. You ever been to a job and a nigga be like, man, I'm looking out for everybody black. You know what I'm saying? Stay solid, bro. I'm looking out for everybody black.
That's a fucking
and
lie.
it be that nigga
That's
that
the
be
one you
snitching
gotta
on
watch.
all
Yeah.
you niggas.
That's the one you gotta
It's
watch.
the mole.
Nino
It's
Brown
the
around
nigga-
this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's always because what's understood ain't got to be explained. The realest niggas will never sit around and just
You
sit
ain't
and
gotta
tell
say
you,
shit,
oh
bro.
man, you know shit. I'm so real. I blah blah blah. I'm so real. I was in San Quentin for 10 years. I'm so real.
Anybody that say they the realest nigga, bro. Like, oh yeah, I'm real. I can't remember the last time I said I was real, bro. Probably like on
I had a nigga
ABN for like second album.
Ha, bro. I'm gonna tell you how crazy this
Y'all
thing
fuck
is.
with that though?
Have assholes by nature. Come on, bro.
I just had to see.
Come
I just
on,
had to
bro.
see,
The
bro.
niggas gotta be together though for me though. They gotta be together. They like a dope tandem. I secretly don't want her Trey by himself. I can deal with Zero by himself.
Okay, yeah, I definitely can.
I don't want her Trey by himself. though.
Like Trey's Restless album went pretty hard.
Gotta put the two.
I ain't gonna lie, Trey sound like he need to blow his nose a lot though. It's something about that. But I literally,
you know what somebody said to me recently?
What?
They said, "Nigga, you laugh like Tommy from Martin."
Oh,
nigga.
bro, I promise you I was going to say that. I promise you I was going to say that.
nigga,
Damn, I
and
hate
you
they
don't
took my
got no
joke.
job. Nigga,
I hate they took my joke, bro, because I was going to say that shit a long time ago.
Most of my laughs are like,
you laugh like
Bruh.
Tommy.
I just caught that shit in video. I was
You
like, damn,
laugh
I
like
do
Tommy.
kind of sound like this.
Yeah, that nigga do.
Rest in peace, but go on.
Say Big Tommy, my nigga.
But anyway, man, I think that's a dope discussion. Did you want to shout out who that was that sent that? I don't know if they want to say anonymous.
Yeah, that was B. Javon that sent that, man.
Thank you so much.
Shouts
That's
to
a
Big
real
Javon.
question. That's a real question. A lot of us
Because like,
do got to get that shit
Because I'm
out.
gonna be real with you, man. Like, and I said this on our last.
It's better this way. It's better this way.
Said, nigga, you laugh like Tommy from Martin.
Oh,
nigga.
bro, I promise you I was going to say that. I promise you I was going to say that.
Nigga,
Damn, I
and
hate
you
they
don't
took my
got no
joke.
job. Nigga,
I hate they took my joke, bro, because I was going to say that shit a long time ago.
Most of my laughs are like,
you laugh like
Bruh.
Tommy.
I just caught that shit in video. I was
You
like, damn,
laugh
I
like
do
Tommy.
kind of sound like this.
Yeah, that nigga do.
Rest in peace, but go on.
Say Big Tommy, my nigga.
But anyway, man, I think that's a dope discussion. Did you want to shout out who that was that sent that? I don't know if they want to say anonymous.
Yeah, that was B. Javon that sent that, man.
Thank you so much.
Shouts
That's
to
a
Big
real
Javon.
question. That's a real question. A lot of us
Because like,
do got to get that shit
Because I'm
out.
gonna be real with you, man. Like, and I said this on our last episode. Right now, men as a whole are public enemy number one. Like, we're under attack by everybody, and in some aspects, it's understandable. You know, understandably
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
A lot of men are scumbags. Like, you got the Bill Cosbys of the world,
Harvey
the
Weinstein.
Harvey Weinsteins of the
Yeah.
world. Like, I get it. Right now, the Me Too movement, all of this shit, women are empowering themselves. Cool, I get it. Because some dudes have fucked up and did some dumb shit. But the niggas that ain't did nothing, we catching straight bullets out here.
Bruh,
You know what I'm
like, niggas
saying?
getting shot.
We getting shot at. We was like, I ain't even do nothing, and I'm getting
Yeah.
caught in this mess. So, you know, sometimes whenever you're trying to speak out for men, some of the things we're going through, we get kind of shit on because it's like right now is not the time for men to speak about our woes. But fuck that shit. We go through shit too.
Yeah.
We do.
You
And
know,
when-
I've
and not
seen
every
women-
man, and not every man is a scumbag.
Yeah.
Right, and women don't understand that men go through shit even when we don't express it. Like, women feel like just because we don't express shit or say certain shit that we're good.
But
no,
it's weird too, because I remember we were doing Matters of the Heart, my old web series,
I
right?
don't remember that.
And there was I did a web series a few years ago. It's close to 100,000. Well, it's over 100,000 views right now, so y'all go check that out. But on the scenes that Kaz was in, they were completely improv. There was Kaz's character was, we did on Matters of the Heart. There was my character had a radio show. Kaz was a co-host, and there was another woman that was a co-host. Literally, one of the scenes was and it wasn't scripted. It was literally improv. One of the scenes was if women want to hear men be emotional or like be real about their emotions. And in real time, the girl in the scene said she does not want to hear a nigga crying about anything. And that's real talk. Like,
I've seen
at
that,
the
yeah.
end of the day, some of these women don't want to hear a man be open about his emotions.
I feel like it's a lot
And
of
that,
women though.
and that makes it hard for a man to be open about his emotions. So a chain reaction happens after that.
Yeah.
Sometimes though you gotta be Nino Brown, man. If she not if you were a female that won't even allow you to express your emotions, you gotta cancel that bitch, man.
Yeah.
You can't. You just gotta get to the point where, cause that's a basic human need. If you can't, I'm not asking you to put your legs on the ceiling fan and twirl around while sucking my dick. I'm asking you to listen
Oh,
to.
hold on,
That's some wild shit. I thought that up right now.
Yeah, oh, okay.
That's
I'm
real
trying
time.
I would like
trying
to
to
see
picture
that.
That boy created
Yeah,
that.
I was trying to
That boy's
picture
creative.
That's some Cirque du Soleil shit right
Yeah.
there.
But
God damn.
I'm asking you at a bare minimum to, when I do come from, because the way I view it is like, you know that scene in the movies where the nigga get shot. Like, you got Die Hard, you got McClane, right? McClane gets shot, shit blow up. He got glass in his back, he bleeding. He goes to the chick's crib and she take the glass out his back, put the alcohol on him to heal him up. That's all I expect, because I'm going to go out in the world. If we together, I'm going out in the world fighting for both of us simultaneously, right? I'm going to take some wounds. I just need you to be there to apply the alcohol every now and then when I'm fucked all the way up. If you can't do that, bitch, you got to go.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
You see, Cash, bro. Like, see, you like alcohol. I like peroxide on my wounds, bro.
Because it don't burn. But the alcohol, man, the alcohol.
I like to
stringent,
get it out
man.
the way. Alcohol, like, just
Don't get
go
it out
ahead.
the
Go
way.
ahead, get it out
Hey,
the way.
but I was kind of lying for the listeners. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an alcohol nigga. Then I like backdoor it with the peroxide.
Even though I feel you, because I ain't gonna lie, the peroxide is more soothing. The alcohol, like, ooh, but
Because it's like the peroxide. It's like it lets you know that it's working because the bitch just fizz up. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's
It's
true.
just like, okay, yeah, I know that bitch.
But I ain't gonna
working.
lie, in the movies, niggas don't never use peroxide. So it's
No, they
like, have you been the last time you seen
Yeah,
niggas
that's
put
real.
peroxide on a bullet wound?
Super real.
Yeah, where's the Neosporin?
That's
I literally
super
seen
real.
a nigga put Hennessy on a goddamn wound
before
before
peroxide.
peroxide. So I don't know, man. I'm believing the movies,
That's
man.
super
Maybe if I get
real.
shot, put some Hennessy or some Crown on me.
Jesus Christ.
Well, thank you so much for that. That question, B. Javon.
That went all over the world.
Yeah,
too.
I love those type of questions.
Me too.
We talk a lot
me too.
about
No,
it.
because like it's real. Like, you
Yeah.
know, a lot of times, again, we're like men are like public enemy number one these
Yeah.
days. So every now and then, it's nice to hear that, you know, that people want to hear about
Somebody
art.
wanna know about it. It's a lady that wrote that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out to her.
I fuck
Sweetheart.
with that.
That's what I'm saying. Like men, like us men, we go through so much shit, but you know that we don't even express. And just because we don't express it, like people, like women, they'll think that oh, like he's good, but nah, bitch, I ain't good in the inside. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to cover up shit so I can be strong for me and you.
But it's
you
a
know?
lot of confusion going on, man. It's not that a lot of women don't want to be there for us. is that they're not. It's like their perception of what a man is doesn't think that they're required.
It's
to be
misconstrued.
There for us.
Come on now.
So you know what I'm saying? It's not even really their fault. It's not
Yeah.
like saying that these women are trash and they not trying to look out for us. Is that in their mind, the picture of a man doesn't go through these things.
Right.
They don't got to be there for us. They don't have to give their mental capacity to be there for us. But I remember for me, one of the best moments of my life, like when it comes to me and interactions with a woman, I remember an uncle of mine, God rest his soul, he died. And he died in the most weird way. Like he was downstairs hanging with his wife. She went upstairs to go to bed. He said, I'm gonna be up there in a few minutes. And he died downstairs in the recliner. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they called me, my sister called me and told me he died. And it hit me hard, man. I cried so hard that night. And my last girlfriend, she was there for me. She didn't ask no questions. She didn't pry. She was just there for me. You know what I'm saying? Moments like that are necessary. Because in that moment, I couldn't be in control of my emotions. I couldn't be like, oh, I'm going to be a man and not cry. Nah, I lost one of my favorite relatives.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't contain myself. And she just happened to be there for me. So a woman has to know that there's going to be moments where we're not strong. There's going to be moments where we need you to be strong for us.
We need a shoulder to cry on.
And it's not, and it doesn't make us less than manly. It doesn't make us, weak. It makes us human. And a lot of women don't understand that men are human sometimes. Not all, because there's some there's some women out there that hold it down. So I'm not trying to downplay women, but just you got to understand that like you got to change your perception of what a man is, because a man should be allowed to be vulnerable.
Fact.
Right.
Yep.
I feel like just like how women want to be on the same page as a woman is, I feel like women have to understand, and some women do understand, that a man is on the same level as they should be on the same page or waveform as a woman is, because just like how y'all are expressive and express y'all emotions and say shit, like a man should be able to do the same thing and not be able to like be talked about, or they be looked at any different.
Basically, we
again,
should understand the duality of, like, if you can do both, sweetheart, I can do both.
And
as
again,
well.
I should be able to do
Yeah,
both,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And again, we got a woman in the room, so if she ever wants to step up,
She's not. She's not.
not doing it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, if we like, I don't like speaking for women because I'm not a woman. So like, if
Right,
she
right.
wants to step up and
Hey, text me the question. I go ahead.
No,
I go ahead.
so I like to extend the invite. So it's just like, yo, we are.
They hit us in the email.
But to be honest,
they coming for us.
but what people have to understand too is, like, for me, I don't know about other people, but for me, I speak from personal experience.
Right.
So whenever I say things, I'm only speaking about what I've personally gone through and experienced myself. So that's
honestly, you know what more niggas should practice too, if you single though, because I know if you married or you got a girl, it's hard to do. But if you're a single nigga, if you're a bachelor, you should definitely have girlfriends. You should have some women that you're not sticking your dick
We
in.
talked about that kind of like on the last show.
We talked about that last
show.
episode where it's just like me and Kaz, like, don't get it twisted. Kaz be pulling, but Kaz also got a few women that he's just like, I'm not even trying to get anything from you. I just enjoy your company. And it's the same with me.
Yeah, because think about it. Like, it's so much shit that y'all, if y'all got a real friendship, y'all mutually beneficial. Like, niggas that know me know I can't roll blunts, right? So
I didn't know that.
yeah, I can't roll blunts. I can't roll blunts and shit, right?
I can roll.
Right?
I can smoke that motherfucker. I can't roll it, man.
Me and you, hey, we here.
Like, literally right now. So if I go
Like Bun B on
I
that
go
shit.
get me some weed right now, I know a couple girls I can call off top, say, can you roll these for me? I'll come pick them up tomorrow. She ain't gonna smoke none of my shit. She ain't gonna do none of that. She gonna roll my shit up. And then when I get over there, of course I'm extending, hey,
You want to
keep
smoke
you two of
one?
them hoes. Keep, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's because we're friends like that. We mutually beneficial. That also means she might get stuck on the side of the road with a flat ass tire, and I don't feel like going all the way out there. I could be with another bitch. I gotta make that trick because that's what friends do. So dudes have to have, if you like, to me, every time I've had some type of grievance or I need to talk to a girl about this, about that, cause I ain't gonna lie to you. When my partners, I seen two of my partners get no bond in one day. Like literally, I know I'm not finna see these niggas for a minute. We don't know when their case coming, none of that. That day, me and my other partners walked out the courtroom. We all good, like, yeah, you know, that's how she go, blah, blah, blah. When I went home, I was fucked up. Because it's two niggas that I know don't belong in there. Not to say anybody. Damn. Well, it is niggas that belong in jail. But it's niggas who you know are just like overall good, kind-hearted dudes who fucked up. So, I had to I went home and not call my bros who I know are going through the same thing. We all feel the same way. We all went to the house and was crying about it and shit. I called a girl and we were chopping it up. And I was just like, man, this shit is this, and this. And she was like, I totally understand why you feel that way. I get that. That's from a girl that I wasn't fucking. And so sometimes them be the shoulders you need to cry on.
Niggas need that, especially like friendship. Niggas need that balance. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Because if I'm very expressive to TJ. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga know that I can talk to him about anything. You know, like I hope you would do the same thing.
That's a real homie.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But like it's shit that I can go and talk to one of my homegirls about. I still talk to him about it, but I'm going to talk to her about it just so I can get like a deeper
perspective.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
you just need a different perspective. Like he said, a different perspective, a different point of view. And I mean, not only a different point of view, but a different point of view from the opposite sex, like the people you're trying to understand.
Boy,
because they be on other shit. They be on shit that we don't be on. Like the burning sage shit,
Sometimes
I got from chicks. The meditation shit, I got from chicks. Self-care. Hey, stop buying fucking these 21-in-1 ass face products, nigga. Go get these.
Dog.
You know that's the type of shit that you
will
get
turn
from
around,
women.
turn your life around in multiple different ways. No lie, and this is how you know I got alcohol in me because I'm gonna divulge some shit I shouldn't divulge. But I got a homegirl that literally like we made a pact. We not trying to be in a relationship together. We just fucking. And she straight up told me early on. This is 5 years ago. Nigga,
you been fucking bitch 5 years?
Her along with others, but we got an agreement.
No. I'm trying to get
but like she literally was like, nigga,
5 years is a long time.
Nigga,
though.
she was like, nigga, you need to fix this, and this about your dick game. And no lie,
you fixed that shit.
I fixed that shit, and now I'm better now than I've ever been.
That's real though. Like, cause like you can't be with, cause a chick that you with, she's not gonna tell you that shit like
but
that.
my homegirl, she's like, nigga, nah, you trash here.
You want some what?
No,
you want some alcohol?
I'm sorry. No, I'm saying we can move on to this. We're closing in on 2 hours.
Word, are we?
Damn, that shit breathing.
God damn.
All right. Oh,
I ain't mean to cut.
No.
I was trying to say it while everybody was still talking.
Okay.
But I was just saying, like, like sometimes your homegirl's gonna tell you some shit that you need to hear,
bro. That's why I'm still a big fan of, like, even if you're in a relationship, if your person can withstand it, still having female friends, or her still having male friends, because there's some shit that I want to talk about her that I need you to understand as a friend, that I'm not attacking her to you.
You got to be careful.
But I need a female's
She could
perspective.
potentially give you a strategy on how to tap into your woman that you might not.
Come on, man.
Have.
But you got to be careful though, because I will say this. It doesn't matter what your intentions are. You don't really know what the intentions of the other woman is. Sometimes, because sometimes it's dudes. Let's be real. Let's be all the way transparent here. Sometimes it's dudes. We like it when the girl is having a problem with her dude and she come to us and we can be better than her dude. Like we get an ego boost over that.
That's why she gotta be ugly.
Women get that too.
Hey, it's so much easier for
women get that too. So if we go to one of our homegirls, like, yo, my girl tripping, she gets that ego boost too of being like, well, I wouldn't do that shit. Like they get that too. So
Jay Will.
We gotta be careful.
I ain't trying to cut you off, bro, but T, it's so much easier to be friends with a female when she ugly, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, bro.
I can tell you what it is, because you stop thinking with your dick. Shit. When she ugly, your dick out the way. Like, it's like
that nigga don't even work on her.
That nigga be like, all right, I'm gonna go to sleep, my nigga.
Hey, like, shout out to my female friends. Hey, like y'all ain't ugly.
So, hey,
no, but we gotta understand the ego goes both ways. The male ego, there's a female ego too.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
definitely.
Like,
you also gotta. That's where your discernment come in. You gotta. Are y'all really friends? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you got to utilize the same discernment that you apply. A lot of niggas have two different standards for men and then a different standard for women. Like certain shit we would let a chick slide on. That's dirty shit. Like, I don't like niggas who dirty Mac, right? I don't like a woman who dirty Mac
That is
either.
the first.
I don't like
not
niggas
to,
who
not
run
to
their
cut
mouth
you
too
off,
much.
but that is the ultimate, and you know, because there's a nigga I don't like now because of that shit.
Oh, lots of niggas dirty Mac.
Dirty Mac
standard for hoe
is
ass
the
niggas.
ultimate hoe ass nigga move.
What's dirty macking?
When you don't,
Every Joe song.
literally, in order to get the girl, you diss the current nigga.
Oh,
you don't make it like, cause the best way to win, that is true though. That nigga,
Joe was doing some dirty macking on the.
that nigga said,
Yo, and his was
and that nigga said,
His was, I'm about to compliment myself like a motherfucker. Joe was my favorite singer.
yeah, so we're definitely dirty macking. Gotta watch it.
No, I've never dirty
That
Mac.
nigga said, I heard he got you on lockdown, but I got
Dirty
head ass.
Yo,
Nigga.
I remember I watched the I Want to Know video the other day. Literally, Joe did not know this girl. He was walking by.
Hey,
Saw
he
this
dirty
girl.
macking on a nigga he don't know.
Don't even know. Saw
Bro.
this girl arguing with her dude. The dude walked off, and he walked up to her like, "You don't deserve that, baby." He was about to.
Bro, that nigga gotta
nigga is
go, man. That nigga gotta go, man.
Foul.
Say.
No, dirty to me. And Cass knows, because there's a nigga right now. If I could get away with knocking his ass out and him not tattletelling, I would do it.
Boy, nigga gonna pick you up and dunk your ass.
Man, I wish that nigga would, bro.
Hey,
Like-
nigga, you got IBTW with your ass, nigga.
So it's like,
Hey, real
like
talk.
for me, dirty macking is the ultimate sin as a man because
It's horrible.
especially if you didn't do nothing to this nigga to warrant any type of retaliation.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's dirty macking to me is the like to me, niggas always praise Marvin Room by Drake. That's the ultimate dirty macker's anthem.
That is.
That
is.
nigga,
He was
that
definitely
nigga
dirty
not
macking.
only
That's
not
right.
only not only did he call this girl to say her nigga ain't shit, he left a voicemail.
He said I can do better.
He left a voicemail. Like, if this girl was foul, she would play it for her, not only for her homegirls, but for her nigga. Like, you hear this nigga saying
Oh,
shit
hell
about
yeah.
you.
Secretly, I ain't gonna lie though. I like them type of bitches though.
But I'm
If
saying
you
though,
let
like,
me know,
hey,
like, let me
she
know
gon-
this nigga.
She gonna fuck that nigga though. That
No.
left the voicemail.
No.
Nah, she know she not.
Yes, she
It
is,
depend on
bro.
how
If it's Drake, she
She
definitely
real.
is.
If it's Drake,
real,
she
she gonna
is.
get
Yeah.
his
If it's Drake,
If it's
yeah.
Drake, she definitely
I mean,
is.
that's because
But
you got
if it's-
millions though.
If
No,
it's
but
Gerard.
but it's like, dog, like niggas like I don't even bump like something in my spirit won't let me bump Marvin's Room because it's the dirty macking anthem, bro. I can't live with that, bro. I say that, but then Joe's my favorite singer. Like,
I'm just saying
This-
I can do better.
yeah, no, dirty. Like this nigga, like what? I wish this nigga would call my girl saying I could do better than your nigga. I would, man.
I've heard niggas on voicemails before.
But the
Dog.
beauty is though when the girl brings it to you.
No,
Like to me, that shit is like
'Cause
if
I
a
had-
girl tells me like, say, listen to this hoe ass
Nah,
nigga, and
real
we
shit.
laugh at him
But-
together.
but
we
also-
finna have the best sex that night,
That nigga from
nigga.
Oak Cliff.
but
Also,
also,
that type of shit. Look at what the nigga sent me in the inbox.
but listen,
He said he gonna eat my pussy for nothing.
But listen,
Oh yeah,
but listen, that could be
Gotcha.
that.
Hey,
could,
hey, I got these your ass tonight, nigga.
But listen. Here's what's crazy about women. That could be the jug. I had a homegirl who literally showed her man the shit that another nigga was texting her. Be like, oh, this nigga's trash. Look what he's saying about me. He know I'm with you. And then she ended up cheating on her man with that nigga.
Say, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga took the biggest L in Black history.
Yeah,
God damn.
damn,
Say,
yeah.
that's horrible.
Dog, it happened. So I'm just saying, like,
Say in
sometimes
history,
it's a
bro.
jug. Sometimes it's a trick.
It really is
nigga.
because that nigga, like, he didn't leave that voice message for nothing. So she had to already be talking to that
Word,
nigga
man.
to know what the fuck was going
Word.
on. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
She had to be complaining to this nigga for him to sit up here and
That
leave
is
that
true
voicemail.
in the Drake case.
About-
Yeah, 'cause he
yeah.
knew too many details.
Yeah.
All right, we all off the rails, man.
Again, I apologize.
No.
Early in the episode.
This is how it goes, though. This is every episode. Don't even feel
is.
bad, bro.
Because I was like, shit, we all over the place.
I saw Josh yawn, and I'm like, all right, man.
All right, that nigga, hey, you need another cup because you, hey, last 2 episodes, you know what I'm saying? You weren't
Josh was
doing
full.
that.
Hey, you're right. I do need another cup.
So
That'll work.
before we get out, like, I don't know if you're wrapping up, but what are anything that y'all wanted to get to or ask us before we get out of here?
Shit, I don't think we had no questions like that.
My number one question is why the fuck don't you do stand up?
What?
Man,
Dog.
so strange. That's
Good
strange.
fucking
Niggas
question.
always say that, and like
You're
for
not.
some
You're like
reason-
the 100th person to say that
Oh,
shit.
do I win a
good,
fucking
bro.
prize? Like,
You
answer
know
my
what?
question?
I secretly, because I'm scared I could be Chris Tucker. And if you watch that nigga last
Hey,
shit, that's some
I swear to
scary
God.
shit.
Nigga, when Chris, like one of
Yo.
when Chris Tucker was on Def Comedy
hey,
Jam, bro.
Don't be afraid of that for two reasons. One, it's a compliment. Two, it'll never happen.
You know what? I appreciate that. I
No,
appreciate
you're like
that.
people have been
'Cause
asking
I'm-
Kaz that for years.
Because
bro.
watching niggas get not funny is some of the worst. There's nothing worse. It's some, like watching a nigga who used to Kahoot. Like when I saw Vince Carter at the end of his career, that's okay. It's like he still have moments. You know what I mean? Kobe Bryant even. He scored 60 something. He was terrible that season, but he scored 60 something points.
Nigga, that shit
his last game was
that
60
shit was
points.
respect.
But,
You know what
but
I'm
that's
saying?
why
But
I'm so
it's
scared
still-
of the
it's
that's why I'm so scared of the
Wait.
Eddie Murphy stand up.
Oh,
Ooh.
terrible. It's gonna be terrible.
See,
nigga.
you listen to the show, so you know we talked about that.
All I'm saying
I
is
was already on that path though. Like, yeah.
all I'm saying is I'd pay $15 to $20 to see you headline a local comedy club.
Man, tell
that's
him
all
that.
I'm saying.
Dude,
I'm
thank you,
telling you,
thank
like
you, thank
Kaz would be so dope as a stand-up comedian.
Y'all gonna make
bro.
me start doing that shit.
No, you
I'm
need
finna
to.
give me a red
should.
leather suit.
Why wouldn't you,
I'm
bro?
gonna the new Eddie Murphy. I'm finna do
Nah, because here's the thing, man. Like,
instead of Raw, it's
no
gonna be
lie,
protected.
when he first came on my radio show, the night I first met him, I literally didn't say one word, and I got the clip on my computer. I didn't say one word the entire
We were
night.
rolling that day.
He had me laughing the entire time, bro.
Bro, Kaz good.
Kaz is great, man. Like,
But you know what? Both of y'all got something special, man.
Appreciate
Both of you
that.
guys have something special. And I'm not saying that because you guys on the podcast. Both of you guys.
but
got
see, that's
something
why
special.
I don't
Thank
mind
you.
bigging
That-
Kaz up, because
yeah.
I know what I'm good at. I know what I do.
Yeah.
And so I have no problem bigging Kaz up because I know what he does. What he does is great.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like
You just gotta like utilize that shit, bro.
Facts.
Like,
Word.
Definitely.
like
Honestly.
if anybody could be the next Charlamagne the God, it's this nigga
that
sitting next
dude.
to me, bro.
And I ain't even
Real
gonna
talk.
bleach my skin. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Hey,
I'm cool with
hey, and I feel like I'm right after you though, bro. Like
Say,
real talk.
I'm with
I'm
that.
right at, I ain't bleaching my skin.
I
'Cause
was
I
like, let's
wasn't-
keep
I
our
wasn't-
skin, nigga.
I
Like,
wasn't dark as that nigga was though, bro.
I don't
You know
feel
what
like
I'm
being
saying?
Sammy Sosa. I
You know what I'm saying? It's just like for me, it's weird because like my whole everything. I've been doing media for 8 years. I did a podcast. I did a radio show for 5 years, and then I've been doing Don't Take It Personal for almost 3 years. I got into media completely by accident. This was not planned whatsoever. I'm an actor and filmmaker. Like you're gonna see me on the big screen one day. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So like I do this completely for fun. It's just weird that we were able to do what we've done and like actually like touch people, man. It's just odd to me because, you know, Kaz will make the joke like, nah, nigga, I'm trying to get paid, and obviously we would like to get paid, like
Oh, hell
paid
yeah.
more than what we get paid for
Definitely.
this shit. But it's just like we started this shit for fun.
we did.
Podcast.
Literally started the podcast for fun.
Yeah, I always throw the paid shit in because, you know, people can hear through the lie when niggas be like, man, I'm just doing this for the love. Because I ain't gonna lie. I definitely want to get paid too. You know,
No,
I'm
that's-
that nigga that definitely, when
that
I go
would
to
be-
sleep, I see Ferraris. I look at Architectural Digest and look at homes, $8 million homes. I definitely like, you know what I mean? So it's like, when I say that shit, niggas know I be lying. Be like, yeah, man, you know, I just showed up for the love. Niggas
for
be
me-
like, what a nigga full of shit. I know this
But
nigga.
for me, I'm genuinely surprised that niggas care. Like niggas care what we say. Like that throws me. Like what's your name again, bro? I just met you today. D. So D, he's your little brother.
Yes, sir.
He listens to the show. I never met D a day in my life.
That shit super humble.
That happens all the time. Where I'll be out. I remember I went to a Ari Lennox show. This is a few months ago. The dude winded me down at the House of Blues. Was like, "Hey, bruh, I listen to your shit every week." I wasn't expecting that. I thought I was just here to come catch a show. Like the fact that we actually affect people, the fact that like, you know, people listen, go every week, they wake up on Monday morning and are waiting for an episode from us. Like it blows my mind.
Including me, man. I'm part
It
of that.
blows
I'm
my
part of that.
mind. Like
That's
I
actually the reason why niggas want to be better at it. You know,
Yeah. Real
like
talk.
every single
Yeah.
day, I always try to, you know, when I listen back to a show, what did I say too much? Nigga, you was coughing on that motherfucker. You need to get a cough drop next time. You know, it be the littlest shit, but trying to make it better because the fact that it's affecting people makes me want to make sure it's the best content.
But even
'Cause-
with that, and like again, you like 95% of everything in this world, you will not hear me brag about. So when you hear me brag, just know that I feel like we the shit. Like when it comes to podcasts, not even just locally, when it comes to like when you listen to Rap Radar, when you listen to Drink Tramps, when you listen to Brilliant Idiots, when you listen to Joe Budden, I feel like we're right up there, if not on top of them.
Nah, y'all are, bro. It's been shit that I heard on like podcasts with like celebrities and shit. They're like, I wonder if these niggas listen to Don't Take It Personal.
Because they'll say the shit. Yeah, I've seen that before too.
I've seen that. I've literally said that to myself, you know. So that's a big ups to you guys, man.
nah,
when I say you guys got something special, I really mean
and y'all do too, man. Not only just to big us up, man. Like there's a reason why I made sure Kaz was off today so we could be here. For
Yeah, I'm
y'all.
glad I pulled up.
I
too.
rock with y'all,
I ain't gonna
man.
lie.
For real. So
It's
I thought
real,
you had to work
man.
or something. Cool.
Yeah,
Shit.
hell yeah.
I thought we was wasting your time, bro.
Nah,
Like,
hell nah.
nah.
I'm the type of person like really once I come and catch niggas vibes, cause I am a vibe nigga. I ain't gonna lie, not like a hippie, but I'm a vibe nigga. Cause you know niggas be I walk
that.
No, like
you know I walk the line.
It's real because we the same way. Like we're like real talk. We talk about it. I don't know. I probably give him too much. We talk about every guest that's when the show is over. We talk about like
that's how we are.
What you think about that shit? What you think about that shit? And then like real talk. Like y'all niggas up there though, bro.
How many? Give me a number because I know exactly the number. Give me a number of how many times y'all had, like how many guests y'all have had that you're like, man, I wish we didn't invite them.
It's different. Like to me,
my number?
Yeah, give me your number, James.
Josh, give me a number. Yeah, he gonna name the exact amount of episodes. I hate all these motherfuckers.
give me a number, Josh. I want to know.
Josh got white privilege. His answer gonna be cool regardless. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I was kind of fucking up.
that nigga white. He probably right.
But if I say some shit, it'd be like, oh.
Because for me, it was like four for us. There's 4 episodes. I'm like,
Yeah.
God, I wish we didn't
And I think
invite
we in
them.
agreement probably on those 4 too.
It's like for me. Go ahead, Josh.
Oh, no. I thought I was going to be able to say some shit and not have to pony up.
No, go
No,
ahead.
okay. Half.
Jesus.
Damn, bro.
Who the fuck y'all be having on the show?
Yeah.
Hold up. That kind of hurt me.
God damn.
Because
That nigga, and he put emphasis on the F.
Half. He made
Damn.
sure he said that.
Because
No.
because me and I'm not trying to be PC or anything, but I fuck with most of our guests that's been here. It's probably
And
only been,
this-
it's probably only been one person I said that, and it wasn't necessarily anything wrong with them. It was just like the vibe.
The vibe
wasn't
of the show
right.
didn't work.
The vibe of the show
and,
didn't
and,
work.
and when I say my 4, it's not necessarily they were bad people. It just didn't work.
That's
It didn't
what I'm
work.
saying.
It just didn't
Them
work.
niggas
me-
was trash. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't gonna let him out there. Them niggas was trash.
There was one in particular where I'm like, yo, why the fuck did we do that?
But realistically though, cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm a big like he knows Joe Rogan is my guy. Like that's my numero uno, right? Joe Rogan, half his guests I don't give a fuck about. But because he's
Not
so
even half of
good,
me,
He is who he
he's
is.
so good.
Majority.
I'll
Yeah.
sit and watch a nigga that I don't give a fuck about, and he'll get me engaged. So it's really, it's you can actually have half your guests be where like he's not engaged, but at the same time, like you might be able to do something with him. Cause I definitely like it'll be some. I'll be like, oh man, it's Sam Harris on this motherfucker again. I click play. I'm not interested, but at the same
But you
time,
gonna listen to
Fuck
it.
off. Sam Harris is one of the best guests Joe Rogan has.
I'm not mad at Sam Harris, but of all the guys, but you know what? I got some weird ones because I love Jordan Peterson. Every episode he's on, I fuck with.
Dude, I got his goddamn book on my shelf right there.
Oh, word?
Jordan Peterson. That's my guy.
Yeah.
That is my fucking guy. I love
Hell
Jordan Peterson.
yeah.
Nah, I think it's unanimous that Joe Rogan is the GOAT as far as podcasts.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Him and Brian Redband started this shit. We wouldn't be sitting at this table if it wasn't for the two of
As
them.
also,
That's a fact.
I also throw Adam Carolla in there because Adam Carolla be doing that shit 5 times a week.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit is insane.
Adam Carolla and Opie and Anthony.
Yes.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you want to talk
Yes.
about fucking radio legends?
Because you
can't
got to
talk
think,
about-
for us as black people, like, we didn't know podcasting existed until, like,
exactly us as black people.
2014, 15, and shit.
Yeah.
Niggas they been doing this shit.
I was just like that. My nigga said
See, I fuck with Josh, bro. I fuck with Josh so heavy, bro. No, like, for real, because I remember in high school, my senior year in high school, my school, I don't know why, because my school is broke as fuck. I don't know why they put this in the budget.
You went
but
to
they
Carter?
I went to Big Spring. Remember? But they gave every student a Mac laptop, right?
Hold on.
Wait.
Let's go ahead and go to this and that.
No.
Let me say it back.
They gave every student a Mac. We didn't even have
Skyline, they almost gave us Max,
didn't even-
nigga, the gun, nigga.
But
Every dude get it back. It's dangerous to the motherfucker.
But we didn't even, dog. Yo, we had Mac laptops, but we didn't even have doors on our bathroom stalls. Like our priorities were fucked up. And so I remember we would have GarageBand and we would look like, what the fuck is a podcast? Because there's a podcasting option on GarageBand. Podcasting to us, we did not know what the fuck it was. Like, we had to learn. Like, if it wasn't for people like Combat Jack, black people wouldn't know what the fuck a podcast was, bro.
I didn't know what a podcast was until I started listening to Kid Craddock. I remember Kid Craddock,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Legend.
So now, like, but like,
R.I.P. Kid
so like,
Craddock, man.
white people was on it. They found a way to win in that shit way before we came along.
Nah,
so,
for real.
So, but
That's when I got on with Combat Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, the
Combat
first
Jack brought me in,
podcast,
too.
I got onto was Brilliant Idiots, and then eventually I got on. It was the Drake rant that Joe Budden did that got me on the Joe Budden podcast, and then I just kind of went from there.
It was
but,
Jack and Rogan. That would still be my favorite too. If Combat didn't pass, like that would have been.
yeah,
my
rest in
favorite.
peace, Combat Jack. bro.
Mine was Kid Craddock because my shift changed at work, so I wasn't able to listen to Kid Craddock in the morning. I used to listen to him for
I
the
listened to that.
commentary.
Yeah, me too.
So I asked my wife, like, yo, how can I listen to him, like in the day or whatever? She said, it's on podcast. I didn't know what the fuck a podcast was. So I started listening to the radio version, and they would, edit out all the music and shit. I just heard all the commentary, and that was cool. And so I started finding all this other cool shit. I'm like, damn, bro. So that's when I found Love Line. I used to listen to Love Line, bro.
With Dr. Drew.
I used to listen to Love Line, bro.
I remember.
Yeah.
I met Combat Jack in 2015, bro.
All right, okay, all right.
Hey, yeah, let's
Wrap
this
this
nigga
up,
done.
man.
That nigga said we all got Mac computers and they all had Combat Jack's phone number. In them. God damn, man.
Nigga, that nigga winning on
Nigga,
all
life
levels
good.
right
Hey,
now, bro.
I lived a blessed life, bro. I'm just gonna.
Hey,
Man,
nigga.
I met
Hey.
Chingy, goddammit. Then that nigga had some wild sideburns.
Hey,
all right?
look, I saw Big Mo in Austin.
Shit regular as hell. Now, I remember my first time seeing Flip. That shit was so regular. I was like, it's
Hey,
only one
damn,
nigga could be
but
wearing
no.
a Cloverland jersey.
No, I just caught it. I just caught it. I do laugh like Tommy. God damn it.
Hey, nigga, we
I
been
was like,
said that though. But no, I met Flip at I said I met nigga. I ain't meet that nigga. I saw that nigga. At Carter when the nigga took it, like stole his chain at Carter, bro.
Jesus
2004.
Christ.
2004, a nigga stole his chain when he did a concert, like he did a show performance at Carter High School, bro.
Jesus, man.
But I ain't met nobody before that, and until we did a show at and who was that? That was Tuck. That was Tuck and Fat Bastard, bro.
We did a show. We invited not Tom, but it was Big Tuck and Fat B.
Yeah,
They came down.
They
to
came
the block
out to the
party.
show, bro. That's when we was rappers, bro. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that was a long time,
Bro,
ago.
let's move to this or that, bro. Before
Aight,
we
bro.
end up doing a 3-hour
I
podcast.
just wanted to point out that I saw Vanilla Ice at Clyde Warren Park last weekend.
Hey.
Hey,
Dallas
Josh,
still?
we so happy for you
That
right
nigga
now.
Hey,
East
man.
Dallas legend, though.
He is. Y'all gotta let it. We gotta let it be known.
Why don't we have a mural of Vanilla Ice? Why the fuck is Post Malone in East Dallas? That don't make no sense. Right outside
Because
the
it's
city.
Post Malone.
I'm gonna be real with you. Post Malone got some joints.
Yeah,
bro.
I was about to say
I
because it's Post
know,
Malone, bro.
I know it's not cool to like Post Malone, but
Nah,
Post
fuck
Malone got
that.
some
Wait,
joints.
wait, no, I'm not shitting
Jay
on him.
Will,
but
fuck
listen,
that. It's
I
Post
like Post
Malone,
Malone.
bro. That's why it's a
but
mural up there.
imagine randomly having Demi Lovato in West Dallas.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
She's from
like-
here.
Yeah, she from Grand Prairie.
West Dallas?
No, not West Dallas. But
She
she
from Grand Prairie. Grand
But you
Prairie.
gotta remember, because I told you this and you didn't like that. Outside of the DFW, everybody looks at all of the DFW as Dallas. Everybody looks at Grand Prairie as Dallas. Everybody looks at Arlington as Dallas. Everybody looks at Fort Worth as Dallas. You gotta accept that.
That's facts.
Yeah,
You gotta accept that. Outside of the DFW,
I
niggas
heard
look
you.
at all of the DFW as Dallas.
I'm gonna start calling Big Spring Odessa.
Please do, because we would feel
shit
better. We would feel better about our shit.
Man, that's crazy though. Justin Bieber in East Dallas? Like, that's strange.
I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm not saying
Hell
that-
nah.
I'm not saying it's right.
Get this nigga out the city, man.
I'm not-
he don't know what the fuck he talking
I'm
about.
not saying it's
he
right.
drunk.
I'm not saying it's okay, but
That
I'm
nigga
saying
drunk
that's
as
how
hell,
it
man.
is.
See ya.
Where I'm from, niggas think Fort Worth is Dallas. I'm just
Man,
saying.
say, man, y'all
Man.
country in the motherfucker, man.
It's easy, bro.
We are definitely country in the motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't know no better, man. Y'all don't.
we can go to this and that. We go to this and that.
Hey, Cash, I don't know if you are, but are you familiar with this or that?
It's pretty
It's it sounds self-explanatory. Is it what I think it is? This or that?
It's very nigga. Goddamn.
Yeah,
EJ trying to make it sound
nigga.
complicated.
Yeah.
this nigga
Yeah.
a genius.
Cash, I've been waiting a year to say that. I'm glad that you said it.
Hey, no.
Are you familiar?
This nigga is like the professor off for Dexter, nigga. This and that, nigga. It gotta be that. It gotta be that, nigga.
Are you familiar with left and right?
Are you familiar with
What about up and down?
Are you familiar with Klein Warren Park and Keys Park, nigga?
What about side to side?
Alright, niggas.
Y'all trying to the bitch.
Alright, niggas. Alright, niggas.
God,
Oh,
Come on,
my
you're hurting his feelings. Come on.
God damn.
It's time for my segment.
All right,
nigga.
all right, Gemini, let's go.
Y'all niggas good.
I'm
right?
ready. I'm excited about
we
this.
good.
Nah,
All right, let me relax. He went to Carter. Go ahead.
y'all niggas good though, right?
We good.
Nigga
We
nigga
good.
stole my chain. I ain't even got that on. Nigga steal the essence of my chain.
I'm just saying, like,
No,
nigga,
we
this-
good. We good. Go ahead,
All
bro.
right, fam.
Y'all good.
Yeah, we good.
All right, let me go ahead and get into this and that though. Like, y'all niggas good though.
All right, bro, go, nigga.
Yo, yes, we're good.
All right, bro. So, hold on. Let me open up my eyes.
Nigga, are you good?
Yeah, for real.
Nigga say he don't know whether to click on this or that.
Nigga, it's like A or B, nigga. I don't know.
Oh my god.
All right, so. I can see it now. All right. What would be easier for you to do? TJ, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, nigga, I'm trying.
Yeah. I don't really.
I'm sorry, bro.
If we haven't said it yet, man, thank y'all for having us, bro. This is fun.
I'm excited to see what
This
the
been
fuck
so much
this is.
fun.
Bro, I'm trying to read this shit right now, bro.
Don't fucking patronize us.
I'm so ready.
I'm sorry. I just thought about it again. You was like, "Are you familiar with it?" Nigga, yes, nigga. I am.
I gotta ask the guests, bro, because they be like, nigga, this and that.
Nah, that's real. That's real.
No, go ahead.
All right,
this
man.
and that, bro?
Okay, all right. I'm gonna shut up, bro. Go ahead.
All right, bro. Y'all niggas familiar with this and that, though?
Yes.
Y'all niggas good. All right,
yes.
so all right. So the first question I got is,
Okay.
you good, nigga?
I'm all right.
We good.
All right, bro. All right, let me open up my eyes, bro, nigga. All right. So what would be easier for you to do? Give up sex for a year, or no interactions with your friends?
Easier? No interactions with my friends.
I gotta give up sex.
I'll be real.
Okay, I like that.
I'm gonna be real with you. Like when ASAP Rocky came out recently as a sex addict, I felt that shit. Cause I'll be real with you, bro. I'll be real with you. Like, whoo, a year without sex.
Dog,
I don't even know what that's like. Ever since I graduated high school, I don't know what that's like.
Man,
Hey, nigga,
I got
you
a lot of shit I can be my meat to.
You a
man.
cosign winner,
I
nigga.
need-
Like, yeah.
Oh, hold on. So
I
you
can't
can't even
speak to
masturbate.
my friends at all.
Wait, can you or can you not masturbate?
Nah, nigga, no, we talking about we ain't talking about
masturbate
like no
ain't
wet
sex.
dreams and nothing like
Ooh,
that.
no.
It's just-
I'm sorry.
no.
You can't masturbate?
Yeah, my niggas got to
Well,
kick
yeah,
rocks.
okay, so I'm gonna be all the way honest. Hold on. But
Bye.
can you imagine how powerful after that year, nigga? Your Kundalini energy would be so motherfucking, nigga. You be Ali, nigga.
Nigga, I can't spell Kundalini. Fuck that.
I tried, nigga. I tried. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Fuck that. Nah.
A year, I
My,
can't.
let's see, here's the thing. Here's the thing what's weird about me. If you're my friend, you know this about me. I'm tunnel vision. I'm trying to get it all day, every day. The only time I hang with my niggas is when they call me and like, hey, get out the house, we going to do something. And that's when I do it. Because I'm tunnel vision. I'm grinding every second of every day. So my niggas will just have to take that on the chin. Hey, bro, y'all ain't going to hear from me for a year. I'm trying to fuck.
That's supposed to be understanding to the
That's
shit,
an
right?
understanding.
But to answer the question, I go to year without sex, bro.
Yo,
Me
y'all
too.
are better than
Yeah,
me.
I go to year without.
I applaud y'all niggas because I sound like a fucked up nigga right now.
Nigga.
Josh, what about help
What
me
you
out,
got,
bruh.
No, I'm on your side, motherfucker.
Thank you, man. Like, I was like,
dude,
I can't be out here by myself.
I figured out how to jerk off when I was 12 years old, and I haven't skipped a day.
You haven't fucking stopped.
Jesus.
Hey, bro, I'm being real open
This
right
nigga's
now,
the
bro.
anti-no-fap.
I swear to God, right now I'm being real open, bro. I swear to God, I jacked off to the
Okay.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, man. Let him get it out.
To the Golden Girls theme, to the Golden Girls intro. Thank you for being a friend. Oh,
Hold on, bro.
We
Like,
just
this-
talked about niggas being able to be transparent. Let them talk.
We did. You right, Jay.
Let me talk about this shit,
Go
bro.
ahead,
I'm
I'm
trying
sorry,
to be
man.
open with my niggas right now, bro.
I'm sorry.
Like,
On the podcast in front of a few hundreds. Go ahead.
hey, I jacked off to the Yeah video, bro, by Usher, bro.
All right. Listen.
Bro, y'all. Hey,
say, boy, this nigga was jacking off and that nigga was 8 times stomping like
it was. Hey,
that was
this
totally
is-
impeded my.
that's around the time the Young Blood was hot, bro.
This
Like,
is why
Man,
niggas.
if you don't give a damn, I don't
Okay,
give a fuck.
I take it back. This is why niggas ain't open.
This is
Exactly why niggas ain't open.
For real. Because we just
Talk,
clowned.
bro. He said that shit. It was crickets.
Can you imagine how distracted
Like, I won't
it
be
would
doing that no more.
in the middle of I know some bad bitches in there, but in the midst of that, I gotta watch niggas do that. Like,
Nah, bro.
That will fuck my head up.
This when the box was really hot, bro. Like you
I
can
can't-
rewind it, bro.
I can't believe I'm alone in that. The fact that I would give up my homies for a year.
No, Josh said he
No,
would too.
No, I'd do it too.
Josh-
But can I ask you guys a question though?
What's that?
Because he just said he jerked off to that, but like, what was? Because we're all over 30 in this room.
I'm 28 actually.
All right, close enough. We're all over 30 in this room. What when we were like first discovering ourselves, you know, like in the 11 to 13 range, right?
Yeah.
What was the BET After Midnight music video that you
Tip
jerked
drill,
it to?
nigga.
Uncut.
Tip drill.
I ain't got
what
no
was-
panties on.
What
Ain't got
was
no
the music
panties
video?
on.
Because I'll tell you mine. Mine was Freak a Leak
Okay.
Freaky Leak.
by
Mine.
Petey Pablo.
Mine
Like,
was.
what was yours?
Mine was. I think the nigga's name was Maximilian. I ain't got no panties on.
I remember that.
Ain't
Mine-
got no
That nigga
panties
had on that
on.
stupid
Hey,
ass
no.
hat. Yeah, I remember that.
Mine was Tip Drill by Nelly, and it was White Girls by a nigga. Hey, nah, y'all know the white girl.
Going through my yeah. You know what's crazy though? I never did it to a music video. Cause man, I had a Donkey Kong Country fucking tape. Not to that, but my cousin, he nigga
monkey
rigged.
shit.
I was about to yeah, nah, that's some wild shit. That's some wild shit. But the nigga had recorded over my Donkey Kong Country cartoon tape some flicks, and literally at the first, this when I first fell in love with Sade too. It was motherfuckers fucking to some Sade. So I was
All
like,
them old
oh,
school
that's
videos
it.
had that shit. I remember my nigga. I came. My cousin, the cousin I said introduced me to hip hop. That nigga came home excited as hell one day. I was like, I was like, what you do? What's going on? He was like, hey man, nothing. I'm about to watch a movie. I'm like, what movie? And he was like, Lion King. I was like, oh word, I want to watch Lion King. He put that shit on. It took me about 20-30 minutes to realize, nigga, this ain't Lion King.
Nigga, this ain't simple, my nigga.
Nigga, it took you 30 minutes?
Cause
I already done bust
I'm
man.
thinking, cause you know, animated movies back in the day
Hey,
had the
pussy
short
or
films.
cats. You know, pussy is cat. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Like, yeah, I
animated
get
films
it.
back in the day had the short films in the beginning. So I'm like, okay, all right, I'm rolling.
That
And then the nigga started taking the shit off. I was like,
Boy, this nigga
I
watching
don't-
Booty Talks and thought it was Lion King.
I don't think this is Lion King, my nigga. What the
Boy.
fuck? Like,
Back though.
my cousin corrupted me, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, everybody got that somebody that
J.
corrupted
Steed
them,
hoes
bro.
and flows.
All right, guys. So
What? Yeah,
we kind of, I already know, bro. So we kind of touched on this, like TJ, you brought it out, but this was actually my this or that. Who made No Guidance? Was it Drake or Chris Brown?
I'm gonna give it to Drake, and here's why. Here's why. When people talk about the video, they talk about only Drake's parts. When the song, like, and here's the thing that Drake used to do. A lot of people don't know this. Drake, as nice as Drake comes off, he's very strategic and he's very shrewd. So what Drake would do is when he gets on a record, when he collaborates with somebody, 9 times out of 10, you hear Drake's voice first. You want to know why he does that? Because whenever a DJ plays a record in a club, most of the time they don't play the whole record. They only play the first verse, maybe the first verse and the hook.
Yeah, shout out Takeoff.
So what Drake does
Never
is
displayed.
he'll do a record with somebody and he'll make sure he's on the first verse.
Right.
Because 9 times out of 10, the DJ ain't gonna play the whole record. They're only gonna play the first verse and the hook. And so Drake makes sure he's heard all throughout the night.
But a lot of times with the whole club shit, they'll play the most. Like the DJs know what niggas like, you know, like real talk. So they'll play the part that niggas like. So they'll play a Drake part before anybody else part.
Also for women want to hear Drake before they hear Chris Brown.
Really?
Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah, I would say so.
I don't know, bro. Like
yeah.
It's a lot of women.
In 2019, women will women will want to hear Drake's voice before they hear Chris Brown's voice.
Damn.
What you got, Cash?
Name me the last Chris Brown hit.
I think it's by even. To keep it real,
No,
I do
but
not even ride the fence.
name me the last Chris Brown hit.
What do you mean by hit? Like
China? Like off the
That
top?
was 5 years
yeah,
ago.
Pills and
That wasn't 5
Automobile.
years ago.
Fine
bro.
China was 2014, sir, off the X album. That was 5 years ago.
But like, you know, hits for Chris Brown, like this nigga really don't. I mean, he's a huge artist in terms of recognizability and shit. You know that nigga don't just be pushing the needle.
Because
like
I can name you the last Drake hit. It happened
course.
like last week. My
I
nigga,
mean,
like,
'cause he pushed the needle. There, in terms of like who pushes the needle, like it's not even close. Like it's not even close. But I'm saying like if I was in a club and it was chicks, like if you put Wishing on versus a Drake record, it just depends. It depends.
they're gonna
I think it's a
the women
toss-up.
are gonna want to hear a Drake record. Guarantee you, 100%.
To answer
Nah,
your question,
I'm
I'm
not
picking Drake though, because he opens and closes the song.
He really does.
Like I even wondered if Chris Brown even knew
That's
he did that last
crazy,
verse.
right?
I think it's
And
the
then
breakdown.
and then the video,
Yeah.
when the people talk about the video, what do they talk about? The ooh after Chris Brown
Yeah.
does the dance and he's like ooh okay, and then
Talking
he
about
does
Drake.
the
I don't know.
fucked up dancing part. Like niggas talk about Drake more than they talk about Chris Brown. On
I'm
that
just
song.
saying, like the hardest part of the song was when they changed it. They changed the beat.
and that was Drake.
Freaky. Yeah. Yeah, he want that's
Seen how you
in
did
this
Homeboy.
particular-
They
Please
just
take it
proved
easy.
they just proved my point without realizing they proved my point.
No, I wasn't fighting against you. In
Yeah,
overall
I wasn't.
popularity, just realistically, the bitches that I know, it's a toss up. That ain't easy with the bitches I know.
Well, Chris Brown, like he's been on some Bobby Brown for the past few years.
And bitches
so
love that nigga.
They love that.
They
nigga,
love
though.
Bobby
Yeah.
Brown.
I've literally
Chris
heard
Brown.
women say he can beat me anytime. Like I've literally heard a woman say that.
Yeah, I
before.
remember
that
that.
threw me off. That threw
That's
me
wild.
off.
And that and what's so crazy is like that nigga did Rihanna however he did her.
I'm serious. I literally heard a woman say that one time, and I was like, "Yo, you got serious issues."
Yeah, that bitch fucked
But
up.
it's not though. It's just like it's realistic. It's being realistic. Like it's just like what bitch will fuck like me or Chris Brown. You know, it'd probably be like 45% me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
but
think so?
Come on, Chris Brown. I like, hey man,
We roll.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Chris Brown coming in and taking all the hoes. They're not even gonna see it. We might as well be cast, but nigga.
because you invited us on your show, I ain't gonna shit on you. But 45% is pretty high.
That's very high.
That's pretty high.
Pretty
Honestly,
confident.
though, just because
I'm not even that goddamn confident, and I'm pretty confident.
no lie.
hey, you got to be confident in your craft, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga ain't gonna always be around. I ain't talking about like right then and there, but
That's like me. That's like me saying, nigga, shit in a room with me and Michael B. Jordan. I get like, you know, saying 25%. Nigga, it's 0.
That night, I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie.
yeah.
That night you're not getting no hoes.
yeah, Michael B. Yeah, that ain't
It ain't no hoe.
I only said
I'm
Michael B. because
going-
I'm a future EGOT
I mean,
recipient.
either way, I'm going
And
home.
for those who don't
I'm
know,
not finna
EGOT
stand
is
here and
a
watch this nigga. I'm
yeah.
going home.
For
The
those who
hoes
don't
are not
know,
here for me.
EGOT is an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. I am a future EGOT recipient, so you know.
That's real. Like I really hope you get that shit.
No, there's no hope. I will.
No,
Already.
hey nigga, I appreciate. Can you say this shit for us winning 2019 Cosign Awards?
Are y'all nominated?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Nigga,
real with
shit.
you. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, cause a lot of people ask me why we weren't nominated this year. I was the managing editor for Cosign for like half this year, so it was a conflict of interest for us to be nominated. So that's why we're not nominated. So I'm gonna be real with you. Once KG told me we couldn't be nominated, I stopped paying attention. So I don't know who's nominated. Are y'all nominated?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, bet. I hope
We
y'all win.
nominated.
I do hope
I'm
y'all win
definitely
that shit,
rocking.
bro.
I'm rocking with y'all then.
No, for sure. I hope
Appreciate
y'all
it,
win
man.
that shit, man. Even though a lot of my people are nominated as well. Talking Greasy, Unspoken Words,
Most
Reality
you know,
is-
a speaker's success. You know what I'm saying? Reality is Petty Party. So shout out to
It's like 3. Yeah, you got like 3.
No, I see.
three of the
Here's
home
what's
team
dope
on
about
that
the
bitch.
podcast community in Dallas. I don't got no beef. I have no issues with nobody.
Bro, facts,
I want
dog.
everybody to win.
Yeah,
Podcast beef would be wild. Nigga.
Whack.
And yeah,
That's like
So
What?
like
How does that work?
so no lie, like shout out
talk
to
about this nigga on the
everybody.
next episode.
It was never. It was once I found out we couldn't get nominated. It was cool, like because I fuck with everybody that's nominated. You know what I'm saying?
So how was y'all able to get nominated the first time then? If they already
Because
knew
we
that?
the shit.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like real talk, y'all is. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like,
Well,
like-
it's well. Here's the thing.
Secretly, we went in there, and the first time we went, from my perspective, secretly, first time we went, I felt like we should have won that year. I felt like that we had a crazy year that year, but we went against
a monster.
fucking monster. We went
Millennial
against
Love was
Millennial
a
Love.
monster
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah,
year.
and they
That
killed
first
it.
year, they were a monster, bro.
So we took the L to them, went back home, went harder the next year, and then we won that year. But you could kind of feel it in the air that year probably we was gonna win.
Yeah.
I could feel it in the air.
And so this year, not gonna lie, I felt like if we would have got nominated, it would have been like we would have won.
it would have been yeah.
I felt like we would have won, but because I was the managing editor for Cosign Magazine for half this year, it's a conflict of interest, which is understandable. So we couldn't get nominated. But everybody else that's nominated deserves to be nominated. Y'all deserve to be nominated. Everybody else we mentioned totally deserves to be nominated. And I'm curious to see who's gonna win that up.
me too.
I mean, it's
Appreciate it,
because like probably like got the most out of everybody that's nominated. We really fuck with Talking Greasy.
I love
sure.
Tom Green. My nigga Darnell.
Yeah, that nigga there.
My
Yeah,
nigga
they had-
7
they
feet
had
tall and be in the room and you don't see that nigga. That nigga
At
like
all.
a spy, big
that
ass
nigga will
spy.
be quiet. I'll be like, yo, you ain't gonna say that.
Darnell will come out
Hey,
of nowhere and take
I'm not like we had D on the show like probably like 3, 4
Yeah,
weeks ago.
it wasn't that long ago.
It it wasn't to him. It probably was. But no, I told this story about we was at some type of meetup. He was like, "Hey, you know, I'm Darnell." Like, nigga, I know.
He does that. He does that. No, like it's
come out of
weird.
nowhere with like you'll be in a goddamn shadowy alley walking home and here comes Darnell. Hi, I'm Darnell.
It's
They
weird.
say Darnell ain't fiving you up. He shaking your hand like
Yeah,
a motherfucker.
nigga, like a
oh,
nigga.
oh shit, my fault.
It's weird.
Cause you be
'cause-
lost because you still be doing your shit. You be like,
Hey, you doing the nigga shit?
It's weird because on the mic, this nigga is brash as fuck, but in real
Yeah.
life, he is quiet.
he's
Yeah.
such a humble
He's
guy.
in the corner. He's like,
Back though.
He's
It's
chilling.
You know what I
weird,
love
bro.
about Darnell though is that Darnell when he supports, he's supporting from a real
Oh,
place.
Real
Dang.
He
talk.
got in
It's,
that hole
it's
to-
genuine.
It's
Oh,
literally
dang.
that
It's
nigga
very
could have went
genuine.
unseen.
Oh, dang.
He's in that hole specifically to support you. That's why I fuck with Darnell forever.
Darnell
like-
has thrown us alley oops on this podcast.
but
all
it,
the
no,
time.
like, but to be honest, like as far as like us, to be nominated our first time because you asked, when I was doing radio, a lot of the major interviews I would get, KG would be right there. So I've known KG since 2011. He's seen the grind, he's seen the work, and when he started doing the Cosign Awards, you know, it was only natural that he had noticed what we had been doing because we had been friends for so long. And it shows that he doesn't get favoritism because we lost the first year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We lost. And as mad as I was, because the first year I was mad, I ain't not gonna lie. But it's because I believe in us. But at the
Yeah.
same time, Millennial Love deserved that shit. When I calmed down and I got out of my feelings, Millennial Love had a hellified
Man, they were
year.
cold.
They had a
They're the
hellified year.
bitch.
2017, they had a hellified
Yeah,
year,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
They deserved
Oh,
that shit.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm never number one. He already know that shit ain't really like I ain't a big awards person.
Me
But
neither.
like at the end of the day though, I could see if as long as it's somebody that you could see like
That's
I
deserving
get
of
this
that
shit.
shit.
I get
Yeah.
why they
Yeah.
won, and that's how I felt. Like I was like,
Nah,
I get why they won.
When I got out of my feelings, like, because I was emotional at first. But when I got out of my feelings, like, obviously, Millennial Love deserved to win that year.
Right,
They
right.
killed 2017. That was their year.
Hell yeah, that bitch when she got on stage had the glow. The car
The whole night they had the glow. When they was on the red carpet, they had the glow. It was all, like it was undeniable, bro. It was undeniable. So for us to win the next year, it meant a lot.
Yeah.
It meant a whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
Did you have another one? Or you done?
This is that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nigga. I mean,
No, I was just asking.
Because we can keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I nigga didn't know. You know, my bad. I thought we were still talking. My bad.
We waiting on you, like you said.
We waiting on you to clear
Well,
it.
was
You
that?
put your phone down.
Bro, nigga, I mean, like, you can tell.
Because you know I'm
he
never
said
gonna
he
pressure
had
you.
more.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pressure you for a third
I never
one, bro.
just like,
we run at 2.5 right now, dog.
2.5.
Is it 2.5? See, this is how you know we fuck with y'all because we just like talking like.
Nigga, I was in tune with the conversation because I put my phone
Clearly.
down.
Well, so, like while he's looking, what like any random question you have, what is it?
What y'all looking to get out of podcasting?
Oh, that's a great question.
Oh, I know mine's off top.
I'm gonna let Kaz go first on that
Because it's very oversaturated right now. I was like, yo,
sure.
how the fuck you supposed to get your money out of this shit? Because
really, to me, you know what? Of course, bread would be nice, right? In my mind, I'm thinking it's really the exposure. I feel like each of us individually, like we have our individual brands. He does the film shit. I'm doing whatever the hell I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
But he says that, but he's gonna be right there with me because
for sure.
Every script I write, I run by him before I feel
For
like
sure.
it's good.
I mean it in a way like, you know, I got little aspirations and dreams and shit that I'm gonna do, and you got shit you gonna do. You gonna have ETCBU, however you spell that shit. I've been fucking up. You gonna have what you doing. This to me, this podcast has exposed us to where I know for a fact he got people in his inbox that are fans of shit that he says, specifically him. They fuck with him. And it's people in my inbox that are specifically fans of me. That's brand building. So whatever we go on to do, this platform has exposed us to an audience. So now if I decided to design t-shirts, I already have a built-in audience that I can go to present those t-shirts to first. I'm not starting at zero. If he puts out a film or a series, he's not starting at zero. He's starting at whatever our audience is to present it to them. And that's something that a lot of people that create and start shit, they have to literally start at ground zero. Yeah. With us, we not starting at ground zero with whatever the fuck we decide to do. So to me, my dream would be to build this bitch up high as fuck. While we doing we get our individual brands together, and when he ready to launch his individual brand and I'm ready to launch mine, we utilize this platform to do that, and we burn it down at the end of the day.
Because we both mutually agree that when we get on, we might delete every episode of Don't Take It Personal.
Nigga, I know he is. You getting rid of some of them hoes.
Because we got to. There's some incriminating shit on these hoes.
We been talking about midgets.
You
said retarded 5,000 times.
But to be honest with you, and I don't and this is how you know it's real because me and Kaz have never talked about this. But I would like to reshape whatever we do. Because I like doing media. Like, I literally do media for fun. It was never part of my plan. The fact that it became so successful is still shocking to me because I did it for fun. When I first got into radio, I was literally at the radio station at my college cracking jokes with my friends in the radio department. And the manager of the station said, like, do you want a show? That's literally how I got into radio. That's media. That's it. There was no plan. So, but I've gotten to a place where the only time I like expressing how I feel is with a microphone in front of me. Like, that's become my comfort. That's become my safe place.
Yeah.
So when we make it big, when it happens, I would like us to still be doing this, but maybe in a different capacity. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a different type of, maybe Don't Take It Personal, but a little bit more focused because we have more people listening now. I don't know, but I remember the reason I stopped doing my radio show is because I thought that I was done with that part of my life. And then I got back into podcasting because I realized media wasn't like just something that I could be done with. It's who I am. And so I don't see myself stopping. I just see it maybe evolving into something different.
Right.
But Kaz, wherever I go, Kaz is going to be there too. So
for sure.
It's only natural that we keep microphones in front of us.
Oh, man. Podcast brethren, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I want to give y'all this. I'm sorry. Did I want to step on your toes?
Yeah, I got one more.
Okay, go ahead.
Cool. I mean, if y'all want to end it, that's cool.
No.
I'm
willing to go as long as y'all have
Give us the last one.
Because I was gonna have a girl come over tonight, but it's late now. So
I mean, you already said you ain't giving up sex. Shit, you
only
don't want to talk to your friends.
No, it's only 11:30. Nigga, you can make this shit.
No, we
work.
good. We good.
Yeah.
We can keep going.
Trust me. All right. So I think I had another one or some shit like that. I don't know.
He ain't trying to act like he first just now reading.
He said
We kept going so he can look.
That nigga said,
it's cool, but like I wasn't looking when I was listening. Nigga, I was listening. I was like, okay, nigga in tune with this shit. So let me look now, nigga. I don't know why. think a nigga been drinking or some shit like that.
Think?
Hold on. Okay. Oh, okay. I got it. All right. So nigga, I got a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? All right. But
Last one.
Jesus Christ.
all right. So this this a real one though, bro. What do you think should be more appreciated? Being a man or being a father?
Being a man, because it encompasses that. You could be a great father and be a shitty man. Like, who's to say that Hitler wasn't a great father? You could be a shitty human being and be a great father.
This nigga's Josh.
Jesus
bro.
Christ.
Hey, did you guys hear that? It's a fucking earthquake.
I don't know, man, because I feel kind of differently than that.
All I was gonna say is this asshole doesn't do stand up.
Because you can be a shitty man, but as long as you're a good father.
Good father.
Because
That means a lot.
and this is coming from a guy, and again, I'm speaking from a privileged place. My life would be totally different if I didn't have the father figures in my life. If I didn't have my father, if I didn't have my stepfather, my life, my outlook on life would be totally different.
Right.
I needed those things. My father was not the best man. You listen to the episode with my siblings. There's 8 of there was 8 of us there.
Brady Bunch.
We don't have the same mom. So
Yeah.
not to shit on my dad, but my dad wasn't perfect. You know what I'm saying? So, but to me, he was an incredible father. So I guess I look at it differently than Kaz, because to me, being a father is more important, because you could be a shitty man, but as long as you a father to your children, and a good one at that, you can inflict so many. Like one of my little brothers graduated from Harvard with a full academic scholarship. One of my little brothers is currently in Texas Tech, got straight A's. One of my brothers has 2 kids, and he was a college basketball player, decided to change his life and decided to be a coach so he can mentor other little kids. One of my sisters is a politician in Houston. One of my sisters is she works for the city, and she's one of the most honest, caring, thoughtful, and loving human beings I ever met. That's because of my father.
I'm gonna ask you a pragmatic question real quick. You
Oh,
don't
shit.
mind
Hold on,
devil's
hold on.
You about to
advocate.
shit on everything I
Nah.
just said.
I'm
Watch
just-
this.
This is a pragmatic question. So you can you be a great father and a shitty man?
Yes.
Can you be a great man and a shitty father?
Yes.
Yeah. Honestly,
think
you
so.
can.
I think so.
I think once
don't
you
think
become
so.
a shitty father, once you're a
here's the
shitty
thing,
father, you cannot be a great man.
because you can be great. Because I'll consider myself a good person, but I'm very selfish in certain aspects.
And
if you had a child, you consider yourself to be a great man, like a good man.
Yeah.
So if you had a child right now, do you think there's any chance that you would abandon it or do less than for it?
Never.
No.
Exactly.
All right, but hold on. Just like, because like what we was talking about was power, right? So just like take a nigga out the cast. Let's throw up Tommy or some shit. He a great, he's a horrible man, right?
Yeah.
But he's a great
That's
father.
debatable.
No, you can be. You can. I 100%.
That's
believe
debatable.
You can be a shitty.
No,
man.
Tommy as a bad human being, that's debatable.
This is basically what I'm saying.
That's debatable.
One is what's like one word is mutual with the other and one is not. So like you could be a great father and a shitty man. I would argue that you couldn't be a shitty man and a great father.
Right.
So what I'm saying.
I take that. So, excuse me. So just like a drug dealer, he's a shitty man, right? But he loves his kids.
Yeah.
He'll give the words. He'll give
to
the
his
world.
children.
To his-
You can
right.
poison and kill a multitude of. Think about how many dictators. Do you think Saddam Hussein was terrible to his children?
Who's to say though? But like he
I
was
bet he wasn't.
He was a horrible
His children.
person, but he was a good father.
Because
Though.
he, even when they asked him about his son was a killer, right? Uday Hussein. Uday was terrible. They asked
Sound
him
like a
on
nickname
60,
I want to have.
They asked
you
him
know
on
what I'm
60
saying?
Minutes about his son, about how horrible his son was and how he felt about having such a terrible son. And he said, unfortunately, fathers don't get to pick their children. He loved his son so much that he knew he was a psychopath and he allowed him to live in that way. So he terrorized people. So you can be a great father. Because that is a fatherly thing to do, is to back your son in whatever his endeavors are. You know what I mean? That's a great father thing to do. Saddam Hussein, by all accounts, was a terrible man. You won't find too many men who have good men qualities. And when I say good men qualities, I'm talking about caring, honorable, move all principle. That would be terrible fathers. I don't even think it's possible. Like, it wouldn't be possible. Like how he said, so he's saying from the perspective of a dude who doesn't have children. He's like, I'd be a shitty father right now. He's only saying that because he don't have children. If he had children, it wouldn't even, knowing what I know about Jay Will, it wouldn't be even in his genetic makeup to abandon his children.
That's fair.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you literally, and plus you can enact influence, even if you never have children, you can enact influence in the youth without having your own children.
Because people have nephews and nieces. Because for the longest, before I had kids at 25, like my kids was my. Go ahead, Jay Will. It's the second time.
It's that liquor.
Yeah, it's flowing through. All right, it's cool. But no, for like my kids was my niece and my nephew. You know, like I treated them like my kids before I even thought about having kids. You know, before I even thought that I would have kids. So it was just like me spending time at the incubator. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's your general practice is like dealing with other children. I ain't got no kids. At the same time, anytime I run into a young nigga who has a particular problem or issue, I try to give them the best advice possible to keep them out of shit. Yeah. I don't perpetuate bullshit. I don't tell a nigga, hey man, make sure you go get them straps up and go shoot that nigga over stepping on your shoes. I would never do that because it's not in my genetic makeup to do that. So that's why I would say I would rather be a good man because I know in that I would be a good father. Right. Being a good father, I feel like it's a lot of great shit. I don't fuck with Trump. I'm pretty sure Trump is probably great to his children. I don't doubt him as a father at all.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people who I don't agree with, but I don't doubt them as fathers. Like when I see them with his children turned out pretty fucking great in terms of what they've been able to achieve. So he might have did something right.
I'm fucking with that answer as well. Yeah. And simply because your first thing you said, you know, like being a great man encompasses being a great father.
It encompasses being a great father, great brother, great son.
Being a great man, it's kind of hard to be a good man to your coworkers and your other family members and be a dirtbag to your own kids.
Your children.
You know. So yeah, I'm fucking with that answer off top.
That's what's up though, man. For us me, because I gotta
You never answer the question.
I really don't. That nigga Jay Will ain't here though. You know what I'm saying? So I got dragged the bitch out a little bit. What was the question?
Oh my God.
It's either this or that, man. It's this or that.
Forrest, I feel like being a great man though, like a great man, it will definitely help you see what it is to be a great father. Honestly, because I have a son and you have a daughter, and it's like raising a daughter from a son is completely different. Because
I bet
I bet.
Man, I be looking at him like, bro, you a little too rough with Yo, listen, just talk to
nigga, I treat my son like a fucking like he's a man though.
How old is he?
He's 5.
Okay.
I treat him like a man.
That's fair. I mean, you got.
I call that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
know about that.
I probably would too though.
Like real talk.
Oh, you
like,
definitely would.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
that's my little nigga.
Anybody that knows me and my son, I talk to that nigga like he's TJ. Like honestly, like nigga, what the fuck you doing? I wouldn't cuss at that nigga though, but I call that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
There's
a lot of this shit's flying all over. I wouldn't cuss at that nigga, but I call that nigga.
No, it doesn't call him my nigga.
But it's just like I treat him like he's a man because it's just like he's a human being. So
but also on top of that, the world is already looking at him as a man.
But before what's crazy is before hold on. Before he even. I had to get that E out. You know what I'm saying? Like
that nigga
talking.
said before he what's humping tonight?
Before he even knows it, the world is looking at him as a man.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand that. They don't see that shit. But like I know, like before he even that nigga 10, like 12, like they already he can get trial for a grown ass fucking man at 12 years old. Yeah. So it's just like I talk to him like how he should be spoken to.
Right.
Like like me having conversations with that nigga. We have a handshake. You know?
That's dope.
Like me and my son, we have a handshake that nobody else knows about. But this nigga, when he want to be like, hey, let me show you my handshake. I'm like, hold on, little nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's our handshake.
But it's a double-edged sword because this world, it doesn't matter if he's 5 years old or 20 years old. This world is going to treat him the same way.
The same fucking way.
This judicial system, this legislation, this world in general is going to look at him the same no matter what. So you're preparing him for that. But at the same time, you gotta this is just me. I don't have kids, so I don't know. But I would just assume that you also gotta protect their innocence at this point too.
And what's crazy about that, because I believe we talked about this on the show. It's like me and his mom is not together.
Right.
Broke up like many moons ago. So she does a good job. I never discredit her for being a parent.
Right.
But the type of person she is, it can be talked about. But for as the parent that she is, she's a good fucking mom. So I can't take that away from her. So, but me as a father, I'm more realistic to a lot of shit that she's not, because she's not a man, and also she's not black. She's not a black man.
I'm gonna say I met her. She's black.
Hey, she's brown though, but she ain't dark skinned though, nigga. That usually you want to weigh brown and dark skinned, but anyway, nigga, where we at right now?
We had 3 hours, man. We gotta get out of here, bro. We gotta get out of here.
As a black man, because you know black men, this mental health shit. If you don't get no sleep, gonna lose your goddamn mind.
It's like a pastor. I'm getting ready to close, nigga.
I know that all too well.
My bad.
But another thing,
And then they go on for a whole nother hour. I was like, God damn it, Daddy.
J. Will, Cass, man. I want you guys, if anybody's still listening, I want you guys to plug everything you guys want to plug right now, man. Please.
Man,
I'm horrible at this part.
Really, follow me on the gram. The gram is my hub. Ed Smashing in a bunk bed. That's Ed Smashing in a bunk bed.
Smashing in a bunk bed.
I love his goddamn Twitter, like IG handle.
Definitely follow me there. That's where you're gonna see lots of marijuana, lots of treats and eats, lots of
jewels. He be dropping jewels and shit.
Yeah,
man.
and I try to drop jewels in the midst of it. I try to keep the ignorance balanced with the knowledge.
Already.
I am J Will ETC on Twitter and Instagram. That's JAYWILETC. I recently just got back on Twitter. And I remember now why I got off, because it's too fucking addicting. I've been going wild ever since I got back on.
Bro, I love Twitter.
You know what I'm saying? I know it's too much fun, bro. It's too much fun. And but really,
that boy on there getting them hoes inbox.
but really, if you really want to, because I don't really interact on social media like that, unless you directly hit me. But if you want to really listen to what we have to say about anything, follow us on IBTWPodcast 1 and listen to Don't Take It Personal. We drop every Monday. I think we're pretty good at what we do.
We decent.
I think we're pretty good at what we do. So
y'all legit.
I say you should listen to us after, because when do y'all drop?
On Sunday evenings.
Sunday evening. So listen to It's Better This Way, and then double back the next day, listen to us.
And we got to do the reverse too. We have to have them on our show.
Of course.
Hey, I swear to God, nigga, I was gonna bring that up even if y'all didn't.
Of course.
To me, I like doing that because it's like
course.
we get to see the dichotomy between. I like to listen to the episode
and how this was like all over the place. That's what we like.
Yeah.
We like doing that shit.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we definitely got to return the favor and have y'all on the show for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Josh, you got anything you want to say, sir? Anything you want to plug?
Well, I'm entirely too drunk to associate anything that I do with this podcast. But the big portion of the show is sponsored by local lead generation provided by Blue Sun SEO. So check us out, bluesunseo.com.
Again, shout out to Josh because he gave me a plate of food when I came in here, so he didn't have to do that shit.
Yeah,
man.
he provides some.
He was very hospitable,
man.
man. So shout out to him.
Even though he's from the West.
I just want to give a major shout out to my nigga TJ, bro. That nigga got the It's Better This Way podcast.
That hoodie, the hoodie's looking nice, man.
You know, that nigga didn't give me one. You know what I'm saying? But
damn, this nigga ain't got merch of his own show.
Actually, this was just a draft. this the rough draft on the cool.
We talked about it. We talked about it.
This the rough draft, so I was like, okay, if this turn out good, then I'm gonna give my boy EJ one, man. So don't even worry about it.
But hey,
so I hate to flip it on y'all because this is y'all show. But let me ask y'all this:
Okay.
What do you feel like your show is missing to get to the level you guys would like it to be on?
Ooh.
That's fucking.
Yeah.
Can you answer?
Yeah.
I guess so.
What
I
you
guess
got?
so.
What you got?
Strippers.
I agree.
Howard Stern set the standard, and we don't have chicks getting off on amps.
We
You know
definitely
what?
gotta have
That
bitches.
is
that
We
go
need
in the
that too, my
background.
nigga.
We do.
I know
That's
the
what we
answer to this
missing.
question.
What's that?
And specifically for me is somebody to market the show.
Okay.
I hate marketing. I don't hate social media. I like social media for my entertainment.
Gotcha.
I don't like it as a job.
Yeah, I feel
No,
that.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
understand that
I
fully.
feel that.
So when you got to get on there and play, yo, listen to the show. Go check. I dread that part. I'd rather get on, get my laughs, get my
If you
my
notice,
my
we
little
never-
activism on, and then get the fuck off of it.
If you notice, we never do that. I
Yeah.
personally, thankfully, it's like I compare my podcast to our podcast to the Pusha T song. If you know, you know. If you know about the show, then you know.
You know,
If not,
yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
on you. Like I don't really promote it. I'm getting better about it, but like I have the same problem.
yeah.
Facts.
But not for it's me, man. Like I'm probably on the same wave format as T, man. It's just like that. The step that we missing is just like pushing our shit. You know, like posting every motherfucking episode and just like letting everybody know, because we'll put a story up there, but it's like, you know, you have podcasts, you know, they post stories, they post, you know, timelines and shit like that, and it's just like I don't even feel like doing that shit. But it's just like I'm
right there
conquering
with
up
y'all.
enough of energy just to post a fucking story, and people don't even understand that, because I don't post on my shit a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just like the post on the podcast show, because if I miss, because like pretty much how it's supposed to be is TJ does what he does, and I do what I do, and
Okay.
I try to put that shit as
That's
simple
very
as possible.
detailed.
Well, yeah.
Believe it or not,
Yeah.
that says a lot because
They
the same
niggas
way us.
understand.
Me
Yeah.
and Kaz, the way Kaz pushes the show is totally opposite than how I
Yeah.
push the show.
Right.
I directly push it. He'll just post funny shit, and people will be like, "What else do you have going on?"
And then,
I
yeah.
got a
And then
podcast.
just- yeah,
Yeah.
that's literally.
Hey man, you got some pre-rolls for me? Yeah, but I got this show though too.
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
guys.
That's literally. So I
literally
get
it.
exactly what you're saying.
But it's just like for us, like editing and like marketing, like I'm definitely like missing in that area, and I know T is too, because just like, especially like probably like this month, I haven't been on social media. Like it's been a very medium. Probably when, you know, I'm posting shit to a group or I'm responding shit to something from a group, but it's just like pushing the show is like we really need somebody to do that shit for us, because we not really active.
We gonna
You
get
know
into
what?
it.
I kind of I learned this shit. I'm gonna keep it super short, but like basically, I sold CDs at one point. I've sold greenery at one point. I've sold furniture. I've sold a lot of shit, right? And the thing that I kind of recognize, like, cause I'm the same way as y'all. Everything y'all saying, I'm the same way. Like,
Word.
I don't like going in and being like, hey, and you know I got this 5 podcast. You know, like
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah.
that part of the game. Something I kind of learned about selling though in all 3 of those aspects is never be afraid to ask for the sale though. Because like some people are constantly looking for shit to buy or buy into.
Word.
So always, like, even though it does feel like sometimes you like put, as long as you don't become the guy whose every Instagram post is literally spamming niggas with the pod.
Right.
As long as you doing, you know, you do your everyday thing, you do what you do, and then you throw in that, like, you know, by the way, I do got a fire ass podcast. You like this shit, you can see more of this content over here. You know, asking for it, because that's what I'm learning too. Because I'm the same way. I hate going into a room. Yeah, you know, I be rapping my ass off. Yeah, I be doing. You know, that shit.
I
Feels,
hate like
it feels self-grandizing, and like most of the time when you see the nigga that show up at the court doing all that shit, the nigga can't hoop.
word.
So I don't want them to think I'm that guy, you know. So I feel you on that, but we do got to get to that point where we ask for the sale. Like, hey, you been following me, I've been supporting you, you been in my inbox, nigga, come check out this show.
And for me, it's weird because when I first moved here, I had a lot of issues with self-worth. I felt like the only thing good about me was the things that I've done and accomplished. So when I would walk in a room, I'd be like, hey, my name is Josh Wilson, but I go by Jay Will. I do this, 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 and this. Because I felt like I needed people to say, oh, that's cool, for me to feel good about myself. Now that I'm not in that place in my life anymore, I don't like talking about that shit. I actually prefer going in a room and nobody knowing what the fuck I do, because I don't need that anymore. So that's part of it too. That's part of why it's weird. It's hard for me as far as like posting and promoting, because like I don't need validation in my life anymore.
Exactly.
I don't need people to tell me I'm cool for me to feel good about myself anymore. Like that part of my life is over with. So it's weird when I'm like, yo, I do a podcast, or oh, I do this, you should check it out. Like that's a weird thing for me now.
Yeah.
But for us to progress, it's kind of like a
Gotta ask for that
necessary
sale.
thing to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
I
let-
play the background.
So let me. Yeah, he's good at playing the background. He really is. So let me ask you guys.
Hey man, we having fun.
Hold on, T.
You gotta go to work in the morning.
Let me ask
Yeah,
these niggas
damn,
this, bro.
niggas.
Here's the thing, bro. Like, and this is what I learned about our show. It's like if the conversation is good enough, they'll keep listening.
They will. They'll pause it, but they'll get back right to where they paused it.
They'll
at.
keep listening. So go
Yeah.
ahead.
I appreciate that, TJ. I appreciate you, bro.
I got 4 hours, nigga.
But no, like last thing, like what has happened or what did happen for you guys when you first won the cosign for 4 hours? Oh, 4 hours.
4 in the morning.
Yeah, that nigga there, he's all around gentleman. I'll tell you that. He's all around. But like, what was the first thing you noticed for you guys when y'all won the cosign awards?
I'll go ahead and get this out the way. Like I said, I did before doing Don't Take It Personal. I did radio for 5 years, and my radio show is mostly based on local or independent hip hop and R&B artists. What I noticed was a lot of other people were trying to start doing like independent radio shows, but you know what separated my show from theirs? I interviewed Kendrick Lamar. I interviewed J. Cole. I worked with Drake. I did all these things. These accolades separated me and made me look more official. So with podcasting, everybody and their mama got a podcast now. Like, you guys got a nice setup here, but you can literally, there's apps where you can literally talk into the microphone part of your phone and they turn that audio into a podcast.
That old anchor.
Like, anybody can do a podcast now. But what the award deal was, it kind of said like, yo, not only do we do a podcast, but we're recognized by certain media outlets. So for me, that's really all it was. It's just another notch on the belt. At the end of the day, you still got to do the work. You still got to be good, you know. So in the grand scheme of things, I don't want to say it didn't matter, but in the grand scheme of things, we still needed to do the work. But it helped.
Right.
As far as credibility, it helped.
For me, it got me a lot of text. Which is the coolest part. Like, to me, that's what, even if I won a Grammy, I think I would be that dude that'd be like, man, fuck this, let's go to Pluckers, bro. But the thing about it, though, is
right now,
I do love that Baker's Gold and that sweet tea. But I don't give a fuck about none of that, and I don't even say it to be cool. I generally don't care about it. But what I do care about...
He wasn't even there when we won.
I remember you saying that. Yeah.
I don't. But generally what I do love about that type of thing, though, is for the people around you. Like, if I won a Grammy, the ability to give a Grammy to my mama to solidify that, yo, here's what my son does. Did y'all see this?
Right.
For my friends to be like, my partner won a Grammy.
Right,
For me personally, at the end of the day, the only thing that matters with this shit is literally being influential and using my platform in the proper way. And I'm not saying that in some Superman. I'm a good guy. Like, I fuck all that.
But
it's really just what I want to do. I want
It's
to
weird
use
when
it.
people tell us how much they appreciate some of the things we say and how it got them through their day, how they felt the same way, but they were afraid to be honest about how they felt until we said it. Like, that's weird for
That
me.
interview episode that he did, which to his credit was his idea, that interview episode is a prime example of why I fucks with it. Because it was a lot of niggas hitting me up, right? And most of the time it's chicks that hit me up. Because we do have a lot of women listeners, which is crazy.
Majority of our fan base.
Because we talking about hip hop. But like, it was all niggas in my inbox saying, fam, I feel you. Fam, laziness is like a demon. I'm trying to get over that. Hey, fam, my boom, boom, boom. So to me, that's my purpose. The other shit is for my niggas to brag on. Like, when I win that Grammy, I can't wait to see my mama face, because now she understands it's real. Because, you know, a lot of times our parents, niggas are so emotional that they get mad when their parents don't believe in them. And the reality is they didn't have the same opportunities as we did. So it's not their job to give a fuck about what we doing. They just got to keep us alive and get us into the world and be productive citizens.
Word.
So a lot of times our parents don't even know, when you say you going to do a podcast, especially if your parents are in their 50s.
They don't know what
what
that
the
mean.
fuck you talking about.
They don't know.
But when
what
you
you're
show them that
talking about.
hardware and you on Good Morning America and you do all that, then it validates that all that time, yeah, my son said fuck college. All the time she had to save me from fucking up, it was well worth it. She didn't skirt her opportunities for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
And I told EJ and Josh that for me, you know, considering my experience, that the nomination is a win for me.
Word.
That's because I think it brings some attention more. I think it probably brings more attention than actually winning, I guess, for my speaking for myself. Because I didn't come from a bunch of awards. Like, you go to my mom's house, I ain't got a bunch of trophies on the wall and that like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got none of that stuff.
I wasn't shit in school.
Bro, me neither. I was a
wasn't
CB
trying to do
student.
shit.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
You did what I'm
You
saying.
see my GPA, boy? Hey, listen.
My mama whooped me into an H. Shit.
So for me, the recognition as being nominated is a pleasure. You
For
know,
sure.
I don't believe a trophy would validate us and say, "Oh, you guys are this." Like, nah, I already believe what me and
we
EJ
got a
got.
long way to
go.
Me and
Facts,
EJ, we got something good over
Yeah,
here.
I
And
do.
even if nobody ever recognizes it, the people who fuck with us, Josh, my brother, Sarah, who's knocked out over there, and the people who fuck with us,
midnight. So.
right. That's our home team.
Word.
You know
It
what I'm
is.
saying? And if I can do what I can do to appease you and make your day brighter in your cubicle or in your car,
Facts.
then awesome, I've done my job.
Hey,
at the
man,
end.
We on the
somebody-
same shit. I ain't
Somebody
gonna lie.
literally just telling you they listen is enough.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
again, I keep mentioning it because I'm still thrown off by your brother saying that shit. Like, I had no idea.
Because
Yeah.
niggas do not have to listen.
They don't.
don't.
At the end of the day, they could easily be like, yeah, bro, I'm going to check that shit out. Be like, man, fuck that nigga. At the end
It's
of the day,
and
niggas
It's just like handing out mistapes.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't
And
have to
sometimes
listen.
we be going for like 2.5 hours. Like, I had somebody get on my ass because at the beginning of our last episode, I said we ain't gonna be here for no 2 hours, and then we was in there for 2.5
Yeah.
hours.
You
Damn.
gotta go off the energy in the room. But
Yeah,
like,
it's just like this is like my nigga. So like when we get to talk, if anybody who's been around me and Cass, when we get to talking,
Niggas is going to talk.
Yeah.
who knows when that shit's gonna be over
Right.
with.
But no, but going based off what y'all niggas was talking about when I came back from pissing, because that's what I had to do. You know, like nigga been drinking.
Yeah,
you know,
me too.
Anyway, but no, like one of my closest like friends, my cousins, he was like, man, if you put as much effort as you into to doing this instead of the podcast, you'll be somewhere. But it's like when he said that, it was like it took me a minute to process the shit. It's like everybody's not gonna see your vision, and everybody's not supposed to see your vision because everybody understanding and process is different. Like, you are meant to do what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
You meant to do what you're supposed to do, and T, you meant to do what you're supposed to do. So when I'm in the mix, everybody's not supposed to have the same understanding that I'm supposed to do.
Word.
So I'm gonna go hard for what I truly believe in. And for as this podcast, like nigga, like I feel like we the shit. Just like y'all should feel like y'all the shit,
For
which
sure,
y'all
for
do.
sure.
And do
know
I'm
what
about to
I'm
say we
saying?
do feel that.
Because
So
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you
yeah,
definitely
feel that
feel
shit.
that
when
way.
you describe the vision, you got to put in it's your vision. It's not your mama's vision.
It's not
your
meant for
daddy's
her to
vision. It's
feel
for
how the
you.
fuck I feel.
That's why when niggas be hard on their parents, it be blowing me out. Like, niggas be like, oh, man, my mama didn't support me being a model. Grow the fuck up.
Yeah, nigga.
That's life.
Nigga, you 23.
She got you. She kept you alive.
Yeah.
As long as she didn't scar you emotionally, she put you out into the world for you to go do what the fuck
Yeah.
you want to do. That's not what the fuck they're here to do. Just live. We don't view our parents as beings outside of us. They got dreams that they put aside
For us.
for your birth. Like, I know my mom's a single mother. She could have easily aborted my ass and went to SMU. She was that fucking smart. That was an option. That was an option that a lot of people told her, hey, go for that one. She rocked with me. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, beyond that, she got to believe in none of this shit.
And at
This
the end
is
of the
my
day,
shit, you know?
them making sure you're clothed, fed, and got a
You
roof over
straight.
your head, that is them believing in you.
You straight. Take your trophy back to her and show her. And one thing about great parents, if they don't believe, this is women in general. You can tell your girl all day, I want to be a rapper. She's not going to truly believe you if she's smart until you show her something. Only a gullible bitch with, yeah, baby, you know I rap. And you ain't never put out a mixtape and she rocking with you. Some niggas want that. That's gullible to me. I need my bitch to be like, all right, you on the clock, nigga. You said you had a mixtape dropping in September. Bitches
Where that bitch
October.
at?
Yeah.
I need that.
But real bitches is like before you even get to September, before the next summer, like you when you told her that shit, like what the fuck are you doing to get to that
To get
point?
to the exactly.
Exactly. Well,
Your
what
parents
we're
are the
told.
same way. They literally gotta see the hard work. So that's why I say these awards and all this type of shit. As men, bro, at the end of the day, I would like everybody in this room to drive the car that they want to drive, fuck the chick they want to fuck, raise their children and send them to the schools that they want to go to. And that's the fucking dream right there. And influence who they want to influence. Beyond that, all the other shit, the hard work, man, that's for the bitches, that's for your mama, it is what it is.
That was a good night.
Yeah.
That was a good night.
Say, cause when they see you win it, yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
good night.
yeah,
And I'm not gonna lie, I was fly that night too.
Listen, if I win a Grammy, that increases my chances of fucking Rihanna.
Hey man, I'm just saying. I'm just
What?
saying.
Hold on. What the fuck was you at, bro? Doing the awards?
Yo.
though?
Man, there was a lot of shit going on, and honestly, I already the year before, first of all, when I went, I already was like,
I had to drag him out the house then. He didn't want to
here
go
we
there either.
Niggas dressed formally, all fucking.
But here's the thing.
on stage.
You know,
like,
sometimes God is trying to tell you something. And Kaz went through a series of unfortunate events that
that
night.
year.
And God was telling him to stay his ass home.
Yeah, just stay at the crib.
He was having car issues.
It was all types of shit.
All
And-
kinds
and
of
to
shit
be
happened
honest
that
with
night.
you, it's cause he know, like at the end of the day, I knew this nigga was gonna give a wonderful speech. I knew that this award, like the year before, my nigga was a little annoyed, so I knew winning.
We not gonna go there.
No, I'm saying like for the award. We ain't talking about the whole shit, but for the award, I know my nigga wanted to win the award. That's his moment. My moment was eating my
shit.
Whataburger, and when I opened up my phone, I had 20 text messages from some brilliant bitches saying, "Yo, I'm proud of you. Yo, this is that was my night. I love that. Like that made my
That was your trophy.
I mean,
Yeah.
how many bitches you fucked that night?
All right, look at this nigga right here.
Listen, that particular night, I fucked Whataburger. But going forward, you
just
know,
trying to get
I got
instant.
love. Going forward, I got my fair share of
Man,
love.
look, that shit. If we were to talk about what you get from winning,
That's
definitely can
better
speak
than
on
any fuck exposure. You get more ass, man. You
Everything,
might get some more ass,
EJ, hey, you got some nomination pussy?
bruh.
Hey, I think niggas ready in the show.
Oh, no. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Okay.
You know what's wild?
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
I completely forgot about the first year we were nominated. That was one of the worst nights of my life.
Hey, yeah,
Oh,
we
damn.
definitely ended on that note, man. Don't.
Yeah,
this,
we not.
This
I'm
story
not,
right here, we not.
I'm not gonna go down. I'm not gonna go down memory lane. But that was one of the worst nights of my life. I'll tell y'all off air. Like that's.
Yeah, this was the anti-pussy.
Hey, but you
Yo.
got the pussy though. All right, I got you.
Well, don't take it personal, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the name of their show. You guys, please go and subscribe.
Please do, man. If
Yes.
y'all enjoyed us, because I know we was on here for a long ass
Man,
time.
but like you said, people gonna listen.
Yeah, if
you
you
listening
enjoyed
right now,
us,
you listening.
make sure you go listen after you listen to this.
All my
after you
complaining
listen-
was because I got to get up in 3 hours.
I feel you.
I gotta get up too, man. But like when you rocking with people, man, you say fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I rock with y'all, man. And y'all was about to have us come out in fucking November and shit. And so whenever
that,
he,
Yeah,
that nigga will like nigga. You ain't got nothing sooner. But hey, but
I told him, I was like, bruh, man, I ain't trying to.
But nah. But hold on, bro. Like I invited y'all niggas
ain't
on the
gonna
show
never let
like
that nigga
way.
go to sleep.
Yeah, no.
I'm finna go sleep right here, bro. Say, Cass, I'm finna go sleep right
I
here.
see you
bro.
too. Like, a nigga like these niggas ain't finna let me go to sleep, huh? I'll be tired of motherfucking work tomorrow.
Yo, Josh, bro, you gotta. Did that pull out over there?
But nah, I hit up Jay Will, bro. I
Nigga
was
said, fuck your
like,
sleep.
nah,
Oh no, no. The first time I fumbled that for sure.
yeah.
I fumbled that for
D
sure.
Rick sleepy too.
Okay,
Let's go, bro. Let's go ahead and close it up. We can talk off air, man. But listen, don't take it personal. It's I'm sleepy. That's the sleep talk.
Don't take it in person.
Don't take it personal. It's better this way, man. We collabed on this one, man.
I stopped recording like an hour ago.
No, you didn't. God, don't believe
This
that.
episode
Don't
gonna be
believe
called
that.
Sleepy
and
Time.
we will definitely have y'all on the show sometime.
Thank you,
soon,
man.
for
We
sure.
appreciate that. We out of here, man. We have still not found a cool way to end this show, so we just saying this every time we go. What's that? Salute.
Bye, nigga.
Bye. We out. Shit, finally.
You're a phone hang up.
I gotta